opening series, the best wide receiver of this Texas team, Ryan Wingo, stumbled on the first play, but he had some grass in front of him, Kirk, and then the drop here on third down.
And a bunch formation, he works across against man. That's Archie's reaction. He thought they had it, and I think they would have picked up the first down.
Limit the explosives. That's the main mission against Texas because of drives like that. They're going very well, thinking, and then the false start kind of kills it. The drop, and they settle for 3.
That's what they're going to make Texas try to do. Make it hurt. 12 play drives.
What's up, guys? Sorry, I'm staring at a green screen, so I wasn't. Or go away.
This is going to be a really great matchup because it's good against good. Georgia's a balanced offense, but they really rely still on running the football. And Texas is outstanding in defending the run. Only 78 yards a game, second in the nation. Can Georgia run the ball? They're going to have to go to those big drills on the perimeter.
Was ready for the snap, caught off guard, and now scrambling around.
What's up, whoever say? I'm get a Saturday night started in here. We're gonna have some fun until you go away. Three people. What's up, guys? Hopefully you can hear me. What do y'all want to talk about tonight? Saturday night. What are y'all getting into? Somebody leave a comment. Let me see. I am watching you. I'm just parting to 9/20/20. The not so big Lebowski. That's okay. Not bad. I'll take that as a compliment, brother. The not so big Lebowski. All right, guys. We got a few people in here. Well, that's just like your opinion, man. Yeah. I hate that they didn't make a second one of those while he was still able to do that. You know, he's gotten older now, and we can't get another Big Lebowski, unfortunately. One of the most criminally underrated movies in existence. What a fantastic movie. Hopefully you guys agree. Where are you from, Lebowski? I'm in Memphis, Tennessee, man. I'm in Memphis, Tennessee. I run a First Amendment audit channel. That's what I do. But lately here, we've been meeting up on a daily basis. We've been having these live feeds, and I'm getting to know people. And we're talking about some really cool stuff. Everything. Nothing's off limits. It's like on a Saturday night, you guys are a little bit, you know, usually I've got 100 you're gays. I like the backdrop. Are you interested in the solar system? Did you read it? You're here paying more taxes than billionaires. I love the solar system. Love people. Sometimes people are strange. I subscribe to your show. Yeah. I like the backdrop. All right, Justin Pardon, I appreciate you, man. So, channel name's Gen Express. We do things about freedom. It's not necessarily all about 1A audits. I come on here sometimes, and we're going to do it a lot more because I like the personal interaction that I have with you guys, okay? And, yeah, so ask me any questions if you want to. Oh no, you aren't rich. Ever thought about doing something people like? I like this. I like me. I like me. Anybody want to put the movie that quote's from? Hello from Minnesota. What's up, Minnesota? Land of what? 10,000 lakes? Is that what y'all got? 10,000 lakes over there? A lot of fishing up there in Minnesota, huh? And Minnesota's got my favorite artist of all time. Rest in peace, Prince. Never been to Minneapolis. I need to get up there. Good statical morning. Just tuning in. What's up, man? Mr. Radio. Trains, planes, automobiles. Yes, thank you. He's got a documentary out right now, too. I think it's on Max. It may be on Netflix called I Like Me. Maybe on Prime. I'm not sure. But I need to watch that because John Candy was, I'm Gen Xer, man, so you don't ever say nothing bad about John Candy. We lost a big one there. In more ways than one. Hey-oh! I kid. It kind of sucks how people that are, fat people that are funny, when they lose weight, all of a sudden people don't want to see them anymore. What's that about, man? What's that about, America? You don't want to see a fat, funny guy get healthy? Okay, billions and billions of folks always say don't piss in the wind with them. And they take it all away if you fucking piss them off. Just saying. Too young. No, you're too young? No, you're not, man. Hang out. Hang out with this old ass fart on a Saturday night. You're not too young. Whatever happened to Dixon Myers? I don't know who that is. Dixon Myers? Don't know who that is. Somebody sent 100. Yeah, sure you did, man. James. Thanks for the 100, James. Okay. Now, every now and then you'll see me reach down and I touch the screen. What I'm doing is I'm reviewing comments so I can put them up. Most of the time I'm going to put comments up. I think I have some YouTube moderators in here that take the comments down before I can put them up if they're nasty. You see, lost him too young. Yeah, you said that. They said lost him too young. He was 58. John Candy's 58. To be honest with you, there's only a couple John Candy movies that I didn't like. And I can't recall them right now because I can tolerate most of his movies. And Uncle Buck, fucking classic. Classic. All right, so guys, you join me tonight. We're about freedom, but tonight I'm gonna do something a little different for you guys. Okay. You see a little glare off the light. It's just a glare on the screen. It's just coming from this light behind me. Try to ignore it. This is a manless wonderland. Okay, so I do a little reselling on the side. That's what I do. That's how I make my money. And sometimes I pick up some things that spark nostalgia with me, and I just want to share some of those things with you, and maybe we can share some stories or something like that about how you felt about them, or if they had that effect on you too. I'm just going to show you some random cool things that I have that I think are cool. First thing I'll show you is this right here. It's probably not going to let me do it. Here we go. Anyone see what that is? The Rich Get Rich, John Candy, a Toronto boy. Since you mentioned him, remember who you're talking to. I did say he's watching. He did not. I love John Candy, man. I've always loved him. Him and Michael J. Fox. What I have right here, guys, in case you're wondering, I have Smack gummies. These are the very potent ones, 1,000 milligrams each, THC gummies. These are legal where I'm at, and most places are legal for now. If you watched me the last couple of days, you understand I'm upset at what they're trying to do with these gummies. But what we'll do is I'm going to take one of these 1,000 milligram gummies here shortly, and you can see how it affects me. Okay? Americans are the type of people that grow marijuana indoors just to complain about power outages or fires created by them and dead firemen. All right, let me show y'all something. Let's see. What do I got here? Oh, look what I found today, guys. I found these. Take 5 or you're a pandy. I found these. Check it out. See, it's going to suck because of the green screen in the background. These are shorts. Anybody? Anybody see them? Yeah, NWO shorts. I can't afford taxes, so I quit my job. Enjoy your war on intelligence and children. Who's having a war on intelligence and children? Answer me that. Riddle me this. So, I'll probably put this up on eBay for, I don't know, 30 or 40 bucks probably. Somebody will grab that. Somebody that's big into nostalgic wrestling apparel. So I picked that up. What else have I got? If you have any questions or anything, guys, go ahead and ask me. We can talk about anything. That's why I come in here, to talk to you guys, see how your day's going, how your weekend's going. Make sure all you guys are doing okay. Because believe it or not, this random YouTuber out here does care how you are doing. I'm reaching in and trying to pull out old toys. Oh, anybody remember this guy? Since we're on the Gen X.
Confidence higher, price cheaper. See if you qualify at row.co/TV. How does the Dr. Pepper tuition giveaway help students take?
Anybody remember that?
Just ask these past winners.
Somebody tell me who that guy is.
The oldest of 3, and I knew that my friend
Max.
was on me, and so every
It's on Max.
Dr. Pepper didn't just pay for my school. It
Trump
made
2028.
me become more than-
First person that can tell me what this right here is,
Don't miss this year's Dr.
I will
Pepper.
pin your comment at the top and compliment you for the next 30 seconds.
Checked all state first and saved hundreds.
Man in the Moon.
Unfortunately, I didn't check it during the Georgia bark at my boss.
NWL is New World Order. That's not the one I'm talking about. I'm talking about this guy right here. He's from McDonald's.
It's not.
Anybody remember him? They did a real quick short advertising thing with him.
My boss.
He was kind of creepy,
At least I checked all state first.
so he kind of disappeared quickly. Mac Tonight. Max Headroom. Moon Man. Is it Mac Tonight? I think it's Mac Tonight. Remember W50 is the winner of that round. KKK, man. Wow. Come on, guys. Let's have fun tonight. We'll talk about that bullshit.
Who finds anything he puts
Okay, so
this holiday, Mom uses
where is he?
save up to
Remember.
40% on gifts that Hunter loves hunting.
Excellent job.
For low prices.
Now, I said I would compliment you for 30 seconds. Let me compliment you by just looking at your comment. Remember, you are someone between the ages of 45 and 55. Tell me how right I am. Or wrong. You're between 45 and 55. LOL, you alright, dog? Yeah, man, I'm fine. What makes you think I'm not fine? We're just doing stupid shit.
That's right. DirecTV is flexible with all those pro college games at your fingertips. This ain't your dad's cable site.
We're just doing dumb shit, guys. That's all. It's just dumb stuff. What's up, homie? Hopefully, give you a little bit of nostalgia here. Here's another one of those guys, but this one's in an airplane of some sort. If I can turn it around. What the hell? He's in a backwards airplane or some shit. I don't know. Okay, who's this guy?
Big names here, including Randy's uncle Peyton, who was 3-0, by the way, head-to-head against the Dogs. He was a volunteer. Quavo's up.
No, you misunderstood. I was saying you're cool.
That's Colt McCoy with your sons there.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate you, dog. That's a fry guy. Okay. Serendipity. And remember with 2 for 2. Got the fry guy. Okay, this one's tough. This one's tough. This is a tough one. I'm going to try to get it in here so you can see it. Who's that? Remember her? Ah, sorry about the green screen doing that bullshit in the background, guys. Birdie, yeah. Y'all are good. Y'all are good. Anyway, I got all these little Happy Meal toys packed in a little bag here. I guess I have them listed. I don't know. I don't think I do. I think I was going to list them and realize they're not worth listing because they're probably only get like $5 or $10 or something. So a lot of that stuff I don't list. So my garage sales are fantastic. When people come to my garage sales, look at this thing. Look at this thing. That is some old safety stickers. You've got a dumpster you can throw them in. No, man, I don't do that because things like that. I mean, the Happy Meal toys, yeah, I can throw those away. But being a reseller, man, we try to give things a new, like you said, little pieces of time, Mr. E. Thank you for that. We try to keep memories alive, and I don't necessarily. My prices are decent, you know. Even if I have something rare, like this guy right here. These are little Halloween safety stickers. They are from 1988, and dude, I've done all kinds of searches for this. Nobody has this. It's stickers. So it's valuable to somebody somewhere. However, I know somebody that collects, so I'm giving these to that person. Let's see. I really just couldn't afford to eat there as often as a child. Certainly never had a birthday party there as a child. Also, a Big Mac was or used to be a Big Mac. Was or used to be a Big Mac. So, not a Big Mac anymore. Now it's a small Mac. I got what you're saying. Yeah, we get screwed every which way. You know that. You get used to it. It still sucks, man. Every time you go up there to McDonald's and they've done jacked something else up. I will give them credit though. Their app, it's top. It's really good. Their app's good. They have good deals on their app. I love their. I love the Monopoly. That was cool as shit, man. Because you got the tab and you had to enter it in, and then they gave you another. They gave you another pool, so it was almost kind of like gambling. You know, if McDonald's could do something like that. Monopoly, if they did that longer, I think it would. I think it's a great thing for them, and it gives us free food. They need to do that more often. People like that. People like to think they're gambling, you know, even though you're not. Dick Van Dyke turning 100 years in December said it best this week. What did Dick Van Dyke say at 100 years old? You know, it'd be cool to find Chuck Taylor's with the fold down top. I don't sell a ton of shoes. I have in the past, but for me with shoes, they're so damn easy to fake. You know, like you'll have things come in that you think are real, a pair of Jordans or something, and I don't know how, man. I watch those guys though who sell the shoes or do the trade-ins. Those are cool. If you've never watched one of those videos, look it up. Guys will bring in their shoes, and within like 5 seconds, I'll tell them it's fake. And I really appreciate that expertise that they have. I'm good enough I have a good enough eye to survive. Okay, if I'm an expert in anything, it's going to be cards or collectibles. But to be honest with you, I just love doing it because, like I said, you find things that have been lost to time. So I love the show's American Picker. I love that. I decided about 5 years ago I'm just going to start picking. Been in retail, run stores, done that all my life. Ran my own business, and I was like, you know what? I got a good enough eye. I can go out and find stuff and resell it. And I have. I haven't made a ton of money, but we've survived. Let's see. 80s Chucks were not like Chucks now. Probably better, right? I only have one day. Please shout me out. Xavier Cruz. I only have one day. Please shout me out. What do you mean you only have one day, boss? What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? You're making me worried. You're making me worried when you come on here and you say I only have one day. What are you talking about, young man or young woman? The Navy has video of an alien craft. Well, let's see that. When did that come out? I'm sure they have many videos, but is there a new video I need to be on the lookout for? Let me know there, because I love watching that shit, man. Anything about the universe and why we're here, I love it. The dude, what's up, Carly? I appreciate you. Are the North Stars on the power play? What you watching? I am. I think you were on a commercial. Is what you were hearing. I'm watching the Georgia. Who are they playing? Georgia, Texas. I think I'm pulling for Texas. I'm not a huge football fan. I mean, I watch it, but I'm not rabid about it. You know, I don't. It used to be when I was younger. I always followed the Memphis Tigers, Dallas Cowboys, Tennessee Titans, and I followed them a lot. And I got so into them that whenever they would lose, it would affect me. You know, I'd be in a pissy mood. You wouldn't want to be around me. And I started realizing, you know what, man, it's just a damn game. Let me just enjoy the game. And that's what I do now. I enjoy the game. I don't bet. I don't sports bet. Probably one of the few males in the country that doesn't do that. I value my money too much to be gambling on sports. But if you do, that's okay. You know, that's okay. Nothing wrong with that. Just don't let it control your life. But I'll give you an example. It's funny as hell, man. I was in me and this other guy that I work with. It was a Saturday night, and my wife was out of town, and we were like, "Hey, man, let's go check out the UFC fight." And they had the UFC fight playing at a theater down here. And we go in, and we're sitting there. There's a lot of people in the theater. We're watching it, and everybody starts pulling out their phones. Everybody in that theater was gambling on the UFC, except for me and the dude next to me. We looked like jackasses sitting there because we weren't gambling our money away, you know. I wonder if anybody ever just watches sports anymore just to enjoy the sport. You know, you don't have to be rabid about it. You can just watch athletes play, you know, and hope for a good game. That's what I like. And yeah, I'll get behind certain teams or whatever. And, you know, if there's a story on the team and it's an underdog, I always like underdogs, always have. Let me say, yeah, I'm not Arch Manning believer. You're not an Arch Manning believer? I hadn't seen enough of them yet to give you my take on them. Very strong channel, Spirits 2 years now. Fascinating facts from beyond to help us. So that's something I need to look up about fascinating facts of the universe. Are we going to talk about the universe tonight because of my background? We can do that, man. Gambling on sports is for the total fools now. Can't tell me they're not all on the take. Yeah, sports is taking a beating. You know, they just now arrested those guys in the NBA, the NBA players. And I mean, I don't know, man. I've been to the games, I watch them on TV, and sometimes you look at the line and you look at how close they are to the line, and you're just like, I don't know about all this. I don't know if I trust what's happening here. My beagle's trying to get in front of the camera right now. She wants to come over and say hello. Hello, my name's Lily. All right, Lily, get the hell out of here. Come on, get on over there. All right, sorry guys. A lot of times I have to shift the beagle around on the bed. I'm up on my bed. And anybody ever had beagles? Sorry, my phone keeps falling down. I'm a dumbass. I'm so unprofessional here. I have all the stuff to be professional. I just haven't had time. We have a lot of clutter here, and I'm trying to get a room situated where I can live feed from that room. I have it there. It's just full of resale stuff. All right, let me read your stuff. Okay, gambling, yeah, gambling. So y'all aren't big on sports gambling. I'm not either. I just think that people, and I'm not saying that you're a bad human for gambling. That's fine. That's nothing wrong with gambling. But gambling can get. I'm not going to preach tonight, but in my life, I've seen gambling ruin a lot of lives. That's all I'll say on that. Speaking of your interest in beagles, I got a Jack Russell, which is half beagle if we're talking dogs. Do you? Is it new or have you had it? Yeah, we can talk dogs, man. I love me some dogs. I love me some dogs. Jack Russells, I've never had a Jack Russell. Heard they're smart as hell. And I know this beagle is super smart. Her nose gets her in trouble all the time. There's no doubt about that. Did you hear the beagle sneeze? Sorry, guys. She knocked my phone over. She's really messing things up for me here. Beegs, come on, Miss Beegs. Chill out. Let Daddy talk to the people here. I also have this. Just pick this up. Look out. Just pick this up. Anybody know anything about that card right there? Let me see what it is. Hold on. See, I'm having a hard time. Maybe if I do it like this. Here we go. Does anybody know what that card right there is worth? Got a bunch of them. I just sold a whole shit ton of Pokemon cards. $160. And they probably had about $400 worth of cards in that mystery pack that I sent them. So, hey guys, so if you're a YouTuber out there, I might be able to help you out a little bit. What I'm thinking about doing is starting up mystery boxes. I have a very good eye. I've done one mystery box in my past, and it was just, I called it a men's drawer mystery box. And it had so many freaking cool things in it. I'm going to get to your question in a minute, Justin. So if anybody's interested in, if there's any other streamers in here that want to open up one of my mystery boxes, I would love that, man. I would love that. I'll give you a good price, and you'll have some content for your fans. You open that box. I love watching mystery box openings. So if anybody wants a mystery box, reach out to Libercheese here and let me know, and I'll make you one. I'll make you one. We'll put some cool shit in there. All right. Do you think space is a void or void? Meaning nothing? No, there is dark matter and shit. There is no not space. Uh-oh, here we go. We got a couple going at it here. I'll be the referee. I'll go ahead. Y'all go ahead. Space. Woo! I need to take this gummy before we start talking about space. I've got some good ideas, big ideas on space. So, you have dark matter in your pants and skull. It's the Big Lebowski. All right, look, guys. I'm going to give you good news. Speaking of darkness in your pants. Space, we're all astronauts if you think about it. We're traveling through space right now. Hell yeah, we're traveling thousands and thousands of miles an hour. Don't guess. Let me give you a real quick story about, this is a freedom story. It's real quick, okay? But it's progress. I was going to make a short video on it today, but I didn't because I was like, people won't get it. Maybe you will. Okay. So, I'm going to ask you guys this. Have you ever seen this commercial? Where the hell is the... I had hang on. Well, I had a bottle of Pepto-Bismol that I was going to bring out and ask you guys if you've seen the Pepto-Bismol commercials. You know, the nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea. You know, those commercials. Okay, so I saw something good yesterday. It's not often that we're seeing good things that we can report. Last night, okay, you remember that heartburn, indigestion commercial was funny, right? It was funny. They reached around at their butt. The first episode, the first ones they ever put out. And I laughed at that. I thought it was so funny. And then Pepto-Bismol decided to make that politically correct. So they stopped showing the diarrhea part where they reach behind their butt. I noticed it and I was like, oh, somebody got mad at diarrhea. Oh boy, somebody got upset and they took it off and they caved to them. And now it's not funny anymore. It just wasn't funny. But I saw a new commercial last night where they're dancing, and at the end of it, they turn around and put their hands behind their butt. Good for you, Pepto-Bismol. I appreciate that. You made a stand. Somebody told you they didn't want to see that diarrhea stuff, and you took it off for them. But then you realized, no, my shit's not funny. So you made a decision to put the diarrhea part back on. And I appreciate that. You know why I appreciate it? Because in life, shit happens. And sometimes it's funny. It's okay to laugh about. Okay? That's all. So that's good news. Good news for the freedom lovers out there, okay? I saw that last night and I was extremely happy. There you go. Yes, we do need more laughter. Let's see. Somebody says something. Let's see. Well, since we're talking, I can say no idea anyone has better than another's. No, dark matter will never be known. The new telescope is there for your fascination. Oh, you can sing. Yes, funny. I'll sing for you. What do you want me to sing? I got a little keyboard here. Let me grab a keyboard. I'll play y'all a song. No, that shit ain't happening. But as far as space, ooh, let me give you one. All right. I don't know what your beliefs are. Yesterday and the day before, we talked about religion. I'm agnostic. But I'm a very spiritual person. I believe there's a creator. I mean, if you look at our universe and you don't think there's something else out there, then, yeah, you just don't think as deep as I do. Because I look at that and I think, yeah, we got to go somewhere. So, aliens, yeah, they're out there. That's my opinion. And I don't think that they're danger. I don't think that there may be some that are dangerous out there, but I think the ones that deal with us, they're not dangerous. It's almost like we have a group of aliens that protect us. If you've ever researched into like natural disasters and things like that, whenever huge things happen, there's always been sightings right before it happens and sometimes after it happens of strange figures. Like during the tsunami a few years ago, I can't remember, it was a big one. I think it was the one in Japan that people talked about. There was a nuclear reactor that was there on the ocean, and people were talking about they were evacuating because they knew the typhoon warning was coming. But there were a lot of people who reported seeing some figures milling around the power plant that didn't look human to them. They'd never seen them before. And this was right before the tidal wave came in, and I guess it somehow protected the nuclear plant. I don't fucking know, but look that story up, okay? Aliens in natural disasters or whatever. Alien sightings and natural disasters. That would probably get you a lot of results if you put that up in YouTube or on Google. Okay. Okay, so God is an energy and so is our souls inside our bodies. And if you watch Barry Strom and email me, I will take you to school. What are you talking about, dude? God is an energy and so is our souls inside our bodies. Okay, what is Barry Strom about? And why would you want to email me? Just give it to me here. Give it to me here. Take me to school. Take me to school. Let's go. There's one thing I like to do. It's learn. If you know stuff I don't know, let me know. Share your knowledge, please. M. Reed? What am I wrong on? What do you want to school me on? You need to teach us something. Yeah, M. Reed, teach us something. I'm just wondering, this is not, I'm not going to sick my 18 viewers on you, okay? He is old enough man now that God speaks through. I am clairvoyant. Okay, so what are you saying about me, M. Reed? What do you, if you're clairvoyant, because I'm an empath myself, so, I mean, what do you think about someone who might not believe in everything that you believe in, but they're still a good moral person? What do you think about that? I am Marie. Hey, Marie. Have you ever reported on the Phoenix Lights, the largest mass sighting with enormous craft above Arizona? I've never reported on that, but I've definitely watched some documentaries on it. Sorry, I keep pushing my beagle over. See, if you've ever had a beagle, you don't understand. If you've never had one, they are insistent. If she wants on my chest, she's gonna try her damnedest to get on my chest. I truly believe in aliens. Okay, here's a deleted message. Let's see. Never yarn. I don't know. Be more clear if that's too vague. That is too vague. Well, I mean, okay. So it seems to me like you're maybe a very organized religion type of person. And that's okay. I don't have any problems with that. I just want you to not be one who thinks that just because someone doesn't think exactly the same way you do, that they're idiots or they're dumbasses or they're, because the main thing I try to teach or try to preach to everybody is the fact that, if you're a righty and you look at lefties and you think all lefties, all they do is want trans athletes and want, gay pride flags in our schools and all that, you just, you're missing the bulk of what a person really is, okay? I know plenty of progressive Democrats who have a lot of conservative views. Okay, you teach? What do you teach? Do you teach religion, M. Reed? You can heal? No shit. You can heal. Can you read auras? M. Reed, can you read auras? Yes, you can read them. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do is we're going to do a little experiment right here, okay? I'm trying to set my camera up. Okay. So, on a dark desert highway, you see ghosts and hear dead people. Okay, sweet. Yeah. Yeah, but you're not organized religion based. That's not what you're an actual ghost hunter. Are you a ghost hunter? She's fucking nuts. Oh, I didn't mean to put that up there. Sorry, Justin. I'm clairvoyant. Quit Catholicism. Okay. We're going to do a live experiment here, okay? I'm leaving my glasses on because you don't want to look at these baggy ass eyes, especially if I'm getting ready to have a gummy. Okay. Marie, look at me. I'm going to look at you, okay? I want you to read my color aura right now. What's going on in liver cheese, that's me, in my brain. Okay? You don't have to try to, I don't expect miracles. I don't want you to try to guess what I'm thinking or anything like that. I just want you to paint a color aura from me. Hard to hear you. My girlfriend has Hotel California blaring. Let me turn this up a little bit. I got the volume way down on here. Okay. What's the best advice you would give people? My best advice I would give people is, I gave it yesterday, I'll give it again. As you get older, you know, a lot of times you understand that people in your family may have certain ways of doing things, and you might not agree with those certain ways that families or people are doing things, okay? So, my advice is, if there's anybody in your life, whether it be family, friends, whoever in your life that is causing you stress, undue stress, that you didn't ask for, and that is really affecting you mentally, cut them loose. Cut them loose, okay? Surround yourself with people who have your ideals and your passion for what you believe in. Now, that's not to say don't talk to people and get to know other people and see other ideas, because clearly we have to do that. But in my life, I look back and I wish that there were, you know, when I was 25, 30, 35, whatever, that there were things I could have done differently. I would have cut people out of my life who caused me stress. That's it. Who's picking banjo here? Yes, white stay with whites. I'm with you. Always one. Always one. What was the advice again? You lost me. Just you know, if you're struggling in your life and you start to notice that maybe there's a drain in your life from somebody, a family member or a friend, or somebody you thought was a friend, and you know they're causing you strife, just cut them. There's so many good people out there. So many good people. Go out and meet people who share your likes and interests. If you want somebody to understand your likes and interests, then present it to them in a way that, I don't know, maybe would interest them. God, I'm rambling like I ain't had a gummy yet. That's a bad answer. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. It's like, don't be afraid to move on from people. Okay? Don't be afraid to do that. People always tell you don't burn bridges, don't do that, but I'm here to tell you, burn that bridge, man. If that bridge is causing you problems, burn that bridge. Burn that bridge. Some people live for drama. Have you ever met somebody they've always got to have drama in their life? Always. Gossip, all kinds of shit going on. They live for that. That's not me, man. That's not me. In my home, in my house, around my wife, I don't want that strife. There's enough strife out there in the world. This is my place where I come home and, you know what I mean? I have my animals, and they make me happy. I have my wife, she makes me happy. And that's it. Surround yourself with people who, you know, believe in you. No gummies. I need you queer. No gummy. Oh God, Maria. Is it Maria or Marie?
about special teams and softball.
You said I was making you nervous. You're making me nervous now. You seem nervous. Well, I mean, if she's a real clairvoyant, I just want to know if she thinks that I'm okay right now. Marie, you seem nervous. Dude, the nervous thing, I don't know. A lot of times I seem that way. I consider myself an empath, so I feel other people's pain a lot of times. And I know if you're out there and you don't believe in all that, that's cool. That's cool. You don't have to believe in that. But I'm telling you, we exist. There are people out there. A lot of people like to call us bleeding heart liberals and stuff like that, you know. Liberal to me is such a term now that's been dragged through the mud that I wouldn't even use it. You know what I mean? I don't like defining myself by one side of the party. But Marie, oh my God, yes. So shake the energy off. Listening to what? Okay. Shaking the energy out. Shaking the energy out. All right, Marie. Do I have bad intentions or do I have good intentions? Am I the kind of person that if you were on the side of the road and needed help, would I help you? I would, Marie. I'd help you in a heartbeat. Your wife got gifts. What does that mean? Well, I think that my wife's like that a little bit too. My wife, it's difficult for me sometimes. I'm going to be honest with you here, Marie. It's difficult for me sometimes because I clearly love my wife. My wife is even more caring about certain things than I am. So, you know, what happens is my mind's running a mile a minute. Have you ever seen the show Hamilton, the movie Hamilton? I feel like Hamilton. I feel like so much needs to be done, and my mind's constantly running, and I want to talk about these things. And some of these things are she can't talk about because it affects her. So this is one of the reasons I went on yesterday and talked about how important you guys are to me, okay? Because I still have to vent. I still have to vent. I go out every day and I, see things that I think, man, those things could be so much better than that. I never want to take anything away from anybody. Everybody thinks that we go after the rich people's money. I just want, how about a flat tax for everybody? You know what I mean? What do you think about John Marston? I don't know John Marston. LOL, Phil. Thanks, Phil. What did Phil say? Dude, you're out of this world. Probably not. Sir, you gay, be honest. Come on. Why does that... Same thing every damn day. It was better than paying a shrink to express yourself. Yeah, I can't afford a shrink. You guys will have to do. I want to come and talk to y'all before I do some goofy shit. Sir, you're gay, be honest. This is better than paying a shrink to express yourself. You people are so sad. It's supposed to be a chat. Flat tax, good luck. Maybe. Justin, what is it about flat tax you don't like? It used to be that, people that were kind of in the middle, the libertarians, I would say, they want a flat tax. They think that's the fair way to do it. Look, you have outer space in your picture. It's literal. Yo, what up, Unc? How you doing? Marie,
You can't get on them. Now they're going to talk about this.
tell me my pain.
Kyle Olsen in charge of this crew here.
Tell me my
In
pain.
front of the Texas sideline.
Tell me my pain. Tell me what pain I'm feeling. Tell me if I'm a green aura, a blue aura, a red aura, an orange aura, a purple aura. You're not alone, brother. I'm losing my mind with life and people around me every day. Your pain is someone peed on your rug and it really brought the room together. It really tied the room together, dude. It really tied the room together. Shut the fuck up, Donnie. Your pain is someone peed on your rug. Okay. Damn it, I thought that was a real answer. Let me see. You got issues from childhood, and I said blue way back. Libertarians are not moderates. Marie, is that just a boilerplate answer? Because, I mean, a lot of people have childhood trauma. But I believe you. Everybody believe Marie. She knows what she's talking about. Focus on the appropriate comment and not the negative YouTube idiots. Okay? Oh, so it's trauma. I mean, what person out there hadn't dealt with trauma in their life, you know? When I was younger, I used to be like, you either move past it or you just let it eat you up, and I still kind of feel that way, but not really, because I feel like you have to address things if they're affecting you mentally. You know, if you need to address them. I don't think my childhood is. I did have some things happen in my childhood, but I think it's some other things that have happened. But thank you, Marie. I'm okay. I think that I work through my trauma by doing things for others. I want to help everybody, and it's literally impossible to do. You cannot help everybody. I know it. Everybody else knows it. And the people who think that, like myself, are either going to drive themselves crazy trying, or you're just going to focus on the things that you can control. So that's what I do. I don't have some grand aspirations of, you know, being a YouTube star or anything like that. I just like talking. I know who my viewers or who I watch, and I know why I watch them. Okay? I don't watch people on YouTube. I watch it for their content. Don't get me wrong. Their content has a little bit to do with it. However, the more you watch them, the more you start to realize, I like this person because they're a real person, and I want to know what they're doing. I want to know that they're okay. I want to know that, you know, they haven't gotten locked up from doing some stupid freedom shit, you know. But that's all I want to do, man. I want to connect with people. I want to make social media social again. Because social media has divided this country. It's divided this country. I want a place where everybody can come together and we can talk about our dogs, we can talk about our days, we can talk about anything. If you want to talk about politics, we can, but we're going to be civil with each other. We're going to try to. All right, I'm going to read you guys. Here we go. Well, my trauma wasn't the beatings, it was the manipulation and lies and the non-accountability for control over me. So I could not connect with spirit. Was that a husband or a partner, or was it family? And if it's too personal, you don't have to answer me. If I had $1 billion, I would give you 1 million to see what you would do with it. I'll tell you what I'd do with it. Yesterday I was on here and we were talking about politicians and police and things like that. And I tell my wife that I would have made a good cop. And people laugh at that all the time. Oh no, you're just an instigator. You're a shit stirrer. Well, I mean, to certain things I am, yes. But yesterday I mentioned that I'm uncorruptible. It's a dude from Graceland. Let me see what M. Reed said. And why'd you have your message redacted? What happened? What'd you say? Anyway, Marie, I can't read your last message for whatever reason. I don't know if a moderator got a hold of it or you took it down or what. No, but you know, if I could clean myself up, if I could fix my mouth and trim this up, and I could probably run. I don't want to run though, but I kind of do. Parents, but it is mainly up till 35. Well, Marie, I'm glad that you're in a profession now where you can talk about those things, and hopefully it helps you work through your for lack of a better term, demons. I know that probably it does help you to talk about it with other people and help them along. So I'm glad that you found a profession that is going to keep you mentally okay and is also going to help society. So thank you for that. What's behind me? That's a pillow. Oh, you talking about back here? It's just a shot of the universe, and it says you are here paying more taxes than billionaires. No profession. Oh, you don't have a profession? You just do it for people? Well, maybe you could be a life coach or something. You know, there's a lot of people out there who aren't great at, communicating and just communicating. We have a problem in this country. A lot of us don't know how to communicate with just random strangers, people on the streets. No profession for God. Yeah, the universe is big, same as the possibilities in life. Absolutely. I like that comment a lot there, Marie or Daniel. I appreciate that comment. I was hoping you would say you would invest the money after extensive research and live simple and happy. Well, I mean, you didn't hear my answer. I think my answer's just as good. My answer's dogs. Man, there wouldn't be a damn pit bull around here that wouldn't have a home. I can promise you that. A lot of us don't know what live is or live is. I think you're saying live. What love is, okay. A lot of us don't know what love is. Yeah, a lot of us don't. I don't know. What do you think? Hey, Marie, what do you think about the Christmas holidays coming up? Are you, how do you feel about Christmas? Is it one of those things that you love because people are nice to each other, or is it one of those things that you look at and you think, oh man, corporations have ruined Christmas? If I taxi evade. I don't know. What if you do? All right, let me pull out something to show y'all old school stuff. Let's see. I found these. These are cool. I've had these up for a while. They haven't sold, but I love them. I'm going to show y'all. Check these out. Dun, 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 dun. God, this is terrible. They're just old Flintstones postcards. Would have been in someone's trash. Probably deserves to be in someone's trash. These guys always sell really well. You know what that is? Cozy Critter. If you're a reseller and you ever see these guys out, you'll know them because they're have a little fuzz on them. Cozy Critters. They don't command a lot of money, but you can definitely sell them. Cool pants. Check this out, guys. Dun 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 dun. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Randy Savage. What if I tax evade? Will I pay more taxes than billionaires? Well, the reason I have that up, and you know, I don't want to start this whole thing about it because you either see it one of two ways, okay? Okay, I'm gonna break it down in layman's terms for you, okay? What's up, UK? Yeah, love you guys. Whooped our asses in the Ryder Cup. What was I talking about? Okay, as far as you're here paying more taxes than billionaires, what I'm talking about is, and here's the facts, okay? We're going to break it down. I'm going to tell you the full facts on it. All right, you don't have to look it up. You don't have to do any of this. I've done the research on this. Okay. You have a group of people in the country who are either for the billionaires or against the billionaires, okay? You're one or the other. You're either for them or you're against them, the millionaires and billionaires. Now, let's take a look at New York City. New York City. Okay, you'll have people say, well, all the billionaires and millionaires, the rich already pay 51% of their taxes, of all their entire taxes. Okay. I will accept that. However, let's also talk about the fact that they only pay 8.2% of their salary to go towards taxes, whereas teachers, firemen, police officers, things like that, they don't have these tax professionals that can jump through loopholes and find them all these different ways to not pay. So they're paying the full 12 to 14%. Okay? I do not deny that they're paying 50% of the total taxes in New York. Okay? But that does not bolster your argument that they shouldn't pay more. All that does is tell you and anybody with eyes how big a problem income discrepancy is in this country. Okay? They are making so much fucking money that they're only paying 8% and it's still covering 50% of the taxes. So, no, they need to have a flat tax. They need to pay what everybody else pays. Okay, did you know that in the 50s, anything over 400K was taxed at 90%? 90%. It built the world's strongest middle class, which we don't have anymore because we don't have protections. And we're just trying to get a little bit of that back. That's all that is. You know? If you love your country so much, millionaires and billionaires, let's pay a little more. 1% ain't going to kill you. Okay? Your income discrepancy is already, I mean, what's that going to be? 1%. Are you going to have one less boat for the year? You're going to be able to buy one less yacht so that people can eat, so that our safety nets can stay intact. Okay, that makes sense, but they're just paying what the government asks of them. No, and I'm not, again, I get it that they're using the loopholes, but the loopholes, you know, we need to look at them. We seriously need to look at them, okay? It's not about taking what someone else has. It's never been about that. I can sit here and we can have an argument about, is a billionaire even moral? Should a billionaire even exist? Because that's an argument to have. That is an argument to have. I'm not going to have it right here. It takes someone to highly unintelligent to vote Republican. Unfortunately, the unintelligent masses is why we are where we are being predated by the oligarchs. Sorry, older I get. I really need reading glasses on. The only reason I'm wearing these things is because I'm taking a gummy and you don't want to see my eyes go crazy. What I think it's funny is I got this duplex. It was valued at $5,300 5 years ago, or 5 years later. No work done. I'm paying a $53,000 home that is now $85,000. So I don't think that's funny. It's the fucking pay if you have money, buy gold. Loans that are also not taxed. Yep. I mean, look guys, y'all seem cool, okay? Y'all seem cool. And I'm not going to beat up on Trumpers tonight. I'm not going to beat up on the way you voted. Okay? I'm not going to do that. Because tonight, we're doing peace and love. We're chatting. We're having real conversations. You have some nerve to talk to Republicans or anyone like that. Nobody should disrespect people like that. Who, me? What did I say? Or did somebody else say it? Look, man. Guys, this blind loyalty towards anybody or anything, I need to get away from that, man. Yeah, peace and love. Peace and love, Maria. Smoke some rabbits medicine. Chewing a gummy right now. I'm so sorry, Marie. I know you needed my head clear. I promise you I won't take a gummy and turn into a psychopath, okay? I've done them many times. They just help me sleep a little bit. They help me turn off the thinking machine. All right. Collect pennies. It sounds funny, but since they're discontinuing the penny, that means they will soon be collector's items, and each penny will be worth around $1 to $2 within 15 years. Well, I mean, it makes sense. But didn't they? I mean, it just seems like there were so many pennies out there. I have a bunch in my car I need to go look at. Yeah, that's good. That's a good thought, man. Look, I want to teach y'all to hustle too, man. If somebody's out there struggling, if y'all are out there struggling with anything and you need some advice on reselling or, just trying to get by and survive, ask old liver cheese here. I'll help you out, man. I've been doing it my whole life. When I say that I'm uncorruptible, somebody asks me, why do you say you're uncorruptible? I'm uncorruptible because money doesn't mean shit to me. It never will. If an oil executive came up to me and tried to offer me some money, old liver cheese turning around and walking the other way. And I know that you guys say you're full of shit. I don't believe that. I believe it when I see it. Dude, trust me on this. I ain't had shit my entire life, man. Everything that I've had, I've struggled for and I've hustled to get. And I've learned that money it's all good. It's all good. You can do things with it. You can buy food. But you can't buy happiness, man. And in my life, I've seen corruption. That's all I've seen. And I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't get caught up like some of the good cops do. You know, sometimes good cops, man, they come in, they think they're going to change everything, and then they get into the system, and you know, something just becomes too, you know, a little drug money nobody knows about, little drugs on the side nobody knows about. I mean, there's too much temptation, and a lot of these guys, they, you know, they fall for that temptation, and it's that's with any profession, but especially with police, because police think that a shiny badge grants them special rights, but a shiny badge does not grant a police officer special rights. What you always have to remember is police officers are servants. They are public servants. Okay? So they don't need to have attitudes. And you've seen it, man. They use that badge and they want to bully you because they have a badge and you don't. They're out there, man. They're out there. And I'll get back to them. But right now, there's just too many other big problems happening around the country that need to be addressed. You see. If you have more than me, you owe me. Man, people don't think like that. Why do you think people think like that? They don't, man. Dude, I out of all the people I meet every day, man, I would say 95% of these people out there, they don't want to be rich. They don't care to be rich. They just want to survive. They want to survive. They want to have a little time to spend with free time with their families. Take a vacation once a year. It's not too much to ask. You know, if you're working and working hard and not moving anywhere, you know, it's people just want a little more stability. And you say go work for it, but there's only so much of that pie. I'm going to give you a stat here. You can look it up. You can stat check me real quick if you want to, if you're into that kind of thing. But 85%, here comes the stat. You ready? 85% of all new earned income in the United States, you with me? 85% of all new earned income in the United States goes to the top 1% of earners. I mean, come on, man. That should be enough for anybody with any common sense to go, yeah, time for something to change. All right, let me go down here. I'll put fries back. Bro, are you late for your shift at White Castle? Oh, God. Why do you think... Look at me. Look at me. What makes you think that I would work at White Castle? I mean, if it was a good joke, I would laugh and give you props for it. But it's a shitty joke. Look at my face. Look at my hair. Look at my glasses. White Castle wouldn't fucking have me. So if you're going to try to be funny, man. Be funny, bro, okay? Let's see. Abortion should be a woman's right regardless of if you agree with it or not. It's about another individual's bodily rights. I agree with you 100%. We're going to get into religion here, and we're going to start talking about a heartbeat, and you know, I'm going to tell pro-lifers that over 90% of abortions happen before there's even a heartbeat on the fetus. You know, they don't want you to know those kind of things. They want you to think that these kids are getting cut up and chopped up right before they're born. Let's chop them all up and pull them out. They think that that's happening. You know, all this shit that was going around about after birth abortions. I mean, man, how fucking nutso can you get? That's almost as bad as the eating dogs and cats. I mean, come on, that's fucking silly. That's silly. Let's see. You're right. No, they wouldn't hire you. Thanks, Marie. I appreciate that. We have free will to choose to fuck or not. Well, yeah, that's true. Well, do we though? There are a lot of people out there who don't have free will on whether or not they fuck because they ain't getting laid. Were you on the movie The Big Lebowski? No, that wasn't me, man. That was my doppelganger. It's still a life, man. Those babies have a soul. Okay, look, man. Look. It was decided long ago. Heartbeat. Heartbeat. Once the heartbeat happens, I won't call it a clump of cells. Okay? But again, you're not listening to what I'm telling you. Over 90% of abortions happen before the heartbeat. Before. And there seems to be this, I don't know, a lot of people seem to think that people are just going out and getting abortions because they love to get abortions. That's really sad. Put yourself in somebody else's shoes for 1 second, man. That's all you got to do. Have a little compassion for somebody else. You don't know their situation. I've known women who have had abortions. Not from me. I don't want you to get it twisted, but I've known women through my life who have had abortions and have struggled mightily when they've had those abortions. Okay? It's not like they're just going in and they're, oh, take it out. And there could be people out there. I'm not saying that person doesn't exist. But I'm just telling you that, in general, that's not an easy decision for a person to make. Okay? Life starts at fertilization. No, it doesn't. Have compassion for the babies. It does more damage to the women than the baby. Oh my God, we got an abortion. Fuck. Why did you let them do that? How about people leave their religion out of our politics? Amen. 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 Hello, hi. Hello, hi. I said, hell, oh, hi. Hello, hi. So when does life start? No, man. Look. Here's what I'll say about that, okay? I don't have a vagina. So I'm not going to give you my opinion on it. Because I don't have to deal with it. I'm past the age where I'm going to go out and get a 20-year-old pregnant. Okay? I'm just going to... You guys can handle this. Y'all deal with this. I'm going to let the women deal with this because it's their bodies. It's not mine. If somebody was coming to me and telling me, hey, man, you got to twist your balls around. You got to, maybe there's some way that can stop us from, instead of having a snip. I was just being gross. Maybe twist your balls around so you can't, make me pregnant. Cool, so life happens after birth, Bobby. Mental damage, why is a little clump of cells considered life? Go to bed. Guys, calm down. Everybody calm the fuck down, okay? So what if your wife said she was gonna abort the baby? Of course, if you were young. Well, look, man. I'm a human being. I know that I can talk with her. It's not gonna be something that it's not gonna be discussed. We're gonna talk about it. It's an unpleasant subject. Would you ever use adrenochrome? I've heard of that. I don't know what it does though. What is the douche whining about? Which one? Where? Where's he at? Oh, me. Oh, what am I whining about? I didn't think I was whining. I didn't think it was whining, but if you want to say I was whining, that's okay. Cool. All right. Bro, you should watch some of the Charlie Kirk debates on abortion. It might enlighten you. No. I passed up on Charlie Kirk. Once Charlie Kirk said that black women don't have the brain processing power of white men, he was pretty much a ghost to me. That's not something that anybody in normal conversation would ever say. So when I heard that, and I saw it, and no, it was not taken out of context, what I saw, once those words come out of your mouth, these black women don't have the brain processing power of white men. I'm not listening to you, fucker. Sorry. Go away. You're a roach. Goodbye. Unless you can prove to me, do you have some kind of proof medically that black women are dumber than white men? Because if you do, I'll gladly look at it. I'll gladly look at it. But you don't have any. You don't have any. Okay? Why do individuals get charged with double murder if they kill pregnant women? I don't know. They took it out of context for sure. Share the clip then if you're so confident. Okay. Now, what you're wanting to say is that he put 4 black women up on a picture. 4 black women. And he said, these 4 black women. And you're trying to say that that wasn't representing all black women. No. Nah. No. He was talking about all black women. Okay? That's it. Cut and dry. Charlie Kirk. Done. All right? I like you guys. I want you to be on my channel. I want us to talk about things. But I don't want us to talk about somebody who spreads hate about another race. And I mean, there's other examples too. You know, when I'm no Nancy Pelosi fan. Okay? I'm not a Nancy Pelosi fan at all. But when her husband gets attacked, and you have this platform, and you use it to go on and say somebody needs to bail out that guy that attacked his husband, some great American. Strike 2, man. Strike 2. So the first strike, I was already out. But then when I saw that, well, fuck yeah, I'm out. You can go make this guy to be a hero. You can say that he's something that he wasn't. You can say that he was this wonderful person. Look, man, when your motto is prove me wrong, you're not a good person. All right? You're a troll. Prove me wrong. You don't want debate. You don't want debate. You don't want it. Prove me wrong. What the fuck is that? Now he's going to take examples. Anybody can do this. Anybody can take examples from a race or from a religion. Anybody can take examples and pick little things out, like what Trump does with the fucking illegals. You know, he says they're all murderers, they're all rapists. Where are the murderers and rapists? No, they're not. They're picking vegetables. They're fucking fixing roofs. Don't give me the bullshit, okay? I meet these people. They're not fucking killers. They're not murderers. They're not rapists. They just want to survive like everybody else. Now, yeah, you have a right to be upset that they've come into this country illegally. Absolutely, you do. The problem with that is that our system is set up to be so fucking slow to get people into this country that, you know, I mean, they can't wait 6 years, 7 years. And I'm not, look, man, you're right. They shouldn't be here. They should go through the process. But we don't know their situations. We don't know. Unless you are in their shoes, you have no idea. That's all I'm saying, guys. Take a fucking step back, man. There are plenty of other people out there who can champion your cause besides Charlie Kirk. All right? Plenty of them. I'll give you one right off the bat. Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was a pastor. Mr. Rogers was one of the kindest gentlemen in the world. Everybody misses and loves Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers was a pastor. Well, I didn't know that. Well, of course you didn't know it. You know why? Because he didn't preach it. He didn't preach it. He preached his actions every day. That's what he did. He went out and he was a good person. And then you find out later on, oh, he was a preacher. Okay, nice. Even if you're an agnostic, even if you're atheist, it doesn't matter with him. He was a good individual. He was a good person. Never wanted to see people hurt. Always wanted to talk to children like they were people and not children. So there are people out there that can champion your cause. If this is about religion for you, if this is about, well, this is our guy, you know, he's a Jesus guy. Find a better one. It's a simple thing. I could walk down the street to the local church down here and find you a better person than Charlie Kirk. Okay. And it's tragic what had happened to him? Yes. Should it have happened to him? No. No. No, that shouldn't happen. Does it change what he was as a person? No. It's simple, man. It's simple. I mean, you can't force somebody to like him. You know, that's why a lot of Trump people they get so upset and don't understand. They cannot fathom how we don't like Trump. And you can give them 100 reasons, and they're gonna, you know, a lot of them are gonna boohoo it. They're gonna say, "Oh, you don't know what you're talking about," or this or that. And guys, we got to get away from that, man. We got to get away from it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. This is what it's all about right here. It's what it's all about. We can learn from these dogs. All right, let me read some of these comments, guys. I'm sure y'all are very angry with me because I started talking about Charlie Kirk. Let's see. Mr. Rogers is dead, dude. Yes, he's dead, but he was a legend. He was a legend. Legends never die, man. Legends and the way they treat people, they never die. It's like he never died. Prince is never gonna die because, you know, fantastic music. Let's see, Mr. Rogers dead, dude. I follow the laws of the land. Legal should follow the laws also, like I did, and I said that. I told you that. Heritage Foundation wrote the Patriot Act. Citizens United in Project 2025. That's what's behind everything that's happening today. Love Mr. Rogers. Charlie Kirk was a good person and didn't deserve to die because of differences of opinions. I told you I don't think he deserved to die. I think it's funny that Charlie Kirk's wife is being passed around while his body is still warm. So many pictures of JD and Trump putting fingers on her thigh. Oh boy. Oh boy. Now we're getting hot. Let me see. Charlie Kirk was a racist, but I agree he shouldn't have gotten killed. I agree with that too, man. I've said it 100 times, and I'll continue to say it. Violence is never the answer for anything, man. You don't need to do that. That's why things like this should happen. Okay, so we can look each other face to face and say what we want to say. I just wish I could hear you guys. That's the main thing that sucks. I really want to hear your stories, and I want to hear from you guys. And you have to listen to my dumbass. You don't have to, but you do, and I appreciate it very much so. It means a lot to me that you guys are hanging out on a Saturday night here. This? What's this? What happened? All right. A little sativa. Oh my God. If I start coughing and make an ass out of myself, a little sativa. Oh shit, there's a lot of comments. Okay, here's another comment. I think it's funny that Kirk's okay, I read that one. What if the blip on Charlie was made up fake? What if the blip on Charlie, the hit, was made up or fake? I don't know, man. Everybody these days, everything's a conspiracy theory, isn't it? Why did the widow Kirk cancel Charlie's security detail? I didn't know. I didn't know she did that. That's interesting. Hey, if it's true, that's very interesting. Salty Slay, I'm going to trust your sourcing there. Did anyone see the video of Kirk condoning public executions while kids watch? Condoning public executions while kids watch. Great episode. Yo, Jeff Bridges, what it do? I ain't nearly as good looking as that guy. Good riddance to Charlie Kirk. Never the answer. Kirk Honey Pot is rich now. So hey, brother, see you at the Woodstock, bro. Yeah, man, that was me. Kirk also said mass shootings are acceptable, consequences. Yeah. Look, man, okay, look, guys. That's enough, Charlie Kirk. Let's talk about something else. Oh, look at this. Look at this. What the fuck is this? Guys, I've had this thing. I've been trying to sell it for like 4 years. It is a leather dog toy. Looks like it's probably from the 60s. But nobody wants it. Nobody wants my doggy. I think I took him down. I think I'll just keep him. He's cool. All right. The cool thing about reselling, man, you can always find stuff. Okay, look, guys, I have a box of jewelry that I just found in one of my it's just a box of my trash, not trash, my reselling stuff. So I'm gonna open this. Let's see if there's any gold in it. Let's see. I'll tell you what is true. Focus on peace and love. Wait. Focus on peace and love in your neighborhood. Help the poor and eat from the earth, not fast food. This pleases God. Who's your God? Who's your God, Maria? Is it Christian God? Is it Buddha God? Which one is it? It's a cool ring. Yeah, which God? How French are you? Not French. Harry Nutzone said hi. Harry Nutzone. Harry, you got your nuts on? Sorry. Tried to make something there that wasn't there. Kirk translation is church in Greek. MAGA is number one God. NAGA is number one God. Okay. I got a question for you guys. Okay. Christianity formed when Jesus rose from the dead. I need pictures of that. You got them? Painting? Something? Eyewitness account? Something? Anything? Have I been to Cambodia? No, I've never been to Cambodia. I've only been out of the country one time. I went to, on my honeymoon, I went to the Dominican Republic. It's beautiful. Beaches were fantastic. What a beautiful place. Beautiful country. I'll never forget it because we were there at an all-inclusive resort. And, you know, they didn't speak English down there. And there were a lot of people from, a lot of French people in Dominican Republic. And one thing I did notice was we met a couple there from Chicago, and we were having such a good time, but we met them at dinner, and we asked how they enjoyed the resort. And they were from Chicago, and they were pissed off because the people who worked there didn't speak English. And I was just like, you got to be shitting me, dude. Come on, man. You just went to Dominican Republic, okay? Do a little research before you go down there. You know, have your apps ready. Have your pictures of your drinks that you want and things like that. They don't really have to adapt to you because you're an American. They get a lot of French over there. They get a lot of people from all over the world. So, you know, it's pretty ballsy to tell them they should learn English. You know, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed not knowing what the hell they were saying. It was cool because if they were talking shit about me, I didn't even know. You know, I'd go up and I would point at a picture of a drink, but I tipped. I would always tip. And you don't have to tip these guys a lot, man. I tipped them $1 per drink, and they kept my drinks full. I'd walk up, they'd skip everybody else, come straight over to the tipper, take care of that tipper. They really appreciate that in a country like that where they, you know, it's a third world country. They're really struggling over there. They have a lot of issues. That's what all they have is their tourism. Yes. It must have been from the North Shore. Snobs. I was in Punta Cana. So yeah, that was north side. I believe northeast, maybe. I don't know, but all I know is that they were great people, really good people. Sometimes I love travel videos. I don't know if you guys watch travel videos on YouTube. Man, if I could be one of those guys to go out and travel like my boy. I used to like Kirk Kaz. Kirk Kaz, there's some weird stuff going on with him. I don't know about him anymore. And then there's another guy that I watch. What is he? Scottish guy? What's his name? He's a Scottish guy. He's great. He's great. He's always by himself. And he's cheap. He's a cheap bastard. I love it. Damn, what's his name? North Shore of Chicago, dude. Okay. I've been to Chicago a couple of times. Are you from Chicago? Is that where you're from, Marie? I adore aviators, by the way. Gives Fear and Loathing in Vegas vibe. I've got more of them. Look, I got another pair right here. These are a little darker. Let me see if you can tell a difference. Okay. I wear these if I'm shooting a video at night, and I wear these during the day because look at the lenses. See the lens difference? Okay. Yeah, born and raised in Chicago. Yeah, Chicago's got cool people. Chicago's a cool city. I'll tell you a little bit about Chicago. I go down there downtown a lot, and I shoot videos downtown. And a lot of Chicagoans visit Memphis. We get a lot of you guys. And everyone that I've ever met, they're cool as shit. What is that last comment? Guys, y'all are too much, man. You're too much. Too extra tonight. Stop it. Yeah, the orange is classic. Thought I have some rose tinted heart glasses I love to wear. Though you have some rose colored heart glasses you love to wear. Yeah. Hey, wear them out in weird situations just to see the look on people's faces. Like I do that shit all the time. I'll have a goofy hat and I'll wear it someplace very inappropriate. I just like to see the way people react to things. Let's see if I have one over here you guys can look at. Oh, this is a good one. I'm gonna try to here. This is one of my trolling hats. Y'all like that? Mayor of Titty City. And then this is one that I just picked up the other day. Who gives a shit? Yep. Trolling stuff. I say trolling stuff because I always try to find clothing that is maybe will spark up a conversation. You know, I'm in Memphis, so if I really want to get a good video, first thing I'll do is I'll go out and I'll get a shirt or something that has something like Juneteenth, Black Awareness Month, something, Black History Month, something. Just wearing a shirt like that around here, man, you get some of the most interesting reactions. Yeah, it's fun. Okay, let me see. Hi, I'm Hello Heaven, Sylvia Brown episode. She spoke to me from heaven, 2013. I'm on Hello Heaven, Sylvia Brown episode in 2013. Is it on YouTube? It's on YouTube. We got a star in here, guys. Got a star in our midst. Just nod. It's the Blues. I wore them to an interview once. Nice. Nice. I would have hired you. I would have hired you if you came in wearing heart glasses. Girl, what? Rose tinted heart glasses at an interview. I was wearing them because of the glare. I forgot I had them on. By the time the interviewer walked in, and I had them on the entire interview. Nice. Did you get the job? Jeff Bridges? Yep. I got the job, so I guess they just like my don't give a shit attitude, which I wasn't trying to have, but I ended up having. Well, you know, confidence is everything. You should know that, Marie. You should know that. Confidence will get you everywhere. Get you everywhere. If I have any advice to younger people, especially younger guys, sometimes y'all come in here and ask me, and I give you some decent advice, but I think one of the most important pieces of advice for younger people right now is have confidence in yourself. Holy shit! It's a simple thing. It's difficult for a lot of people though. It's difficult for a lot of people. You may think, oh, I got a big nose. I've got, there may be something you don't like about yourself. But let me tell you something, okay? You've seen these guys out there. You've seen them with these knockouts. And you're like, what the hell? That guy's either got to have a huge wallet or a huge something. Or a huge something. Sorry I keep falling. But that may be the case, but a lot of them are just fucking confident, man. They're confident in themselves. You walk into a room, if you're a confident person, people know you're confident. It also helps when you're out on the streets, staying safe. If you're in an environment you've never been in, like a city or an area you don't know anything about, most important thing from liberties to you is to just be a confident person. Act like you belong there. Never act like you don't belong somewhere. Because when you start looking around and acting like, oh, I don't belong here with these people, or this isn't my crowd or whatever, they're gonna notice. They're gonna notice. So always just at least be confident enough to know that you belong in that place that you walk into. Okay? And be yourself. I know that's a stupid ass easy thing to say, but I can't stress it enough how important it is to be yourself. Completely. Be yourself. Please tell others you will be blessed as I am. A weekly message from Jesus. Hello, heaven and Sunday sermon. All ghost spirits speak. Please tell others you will be blessed as I am. Maria, you're an interesting cat. You know that? You're an interesting cat. Leviathan blesses you, Mr. Reed. It's one thing I've noticed, man. Some of you guys that come in here and chat with me, we'll start out. I don't know if you've been here the last couple of days, but we've started out. We've had some pretty verbal assaults going on with each other. But what you'll also notice is, towards the end, they hung around. And they subbed me. They said, you know what, man, you kept taking the lick, so I subbed your fucking channel. Blessings from the Flying Spaghetti Monster. Will you help the dummies, man? Yeah, Maria, are you being serious, Marie? Do you have a real question for me? I will answer it. Absolutely. I will give you my best and most honest answer I can give you. I don't think you're trolling me. It was the last 3 days, I've gotten at least one or two very, very, very heartfelt, interesting messages, questions that I think I answered pretty well. And I think maybe we helped each other out a little bit. I've been helped by you guys, definitely. Yeah, I'll help you, man. I'll help you, Marie. What do you need help with? Let me know. I need those pasta libations. You need some pasta?
It helps you handle a lot.
Here, you can have this.
Taking care of business with all-day battery life. To taking care of holiday to-dos with AI tools. To taking care of our food. Even if she can be the one.
I got a question for the women. Are there any women in here besides Marie? Marie, I got a question for you. Dude's a Christian asking you to amplify his propaganda and witness for him. Okay. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen here. We'll talk, but I got a question for women. If there's any women in here, I know that my audience is typically men, but I just got a question to any women that are in the chat right now. Okay, it's a very important question. What do you think makes a man? What do you think makes a man? because we have so many contradictions today on what it is to be a man, or an alpha male, or a beta male, or all of that. I think when we started getting into that, as far as the alpha and beta stuff, that was a kind of a, I don't know, it should go down that rabbit hole. People have different personalities. You have A personalities and B personalities, but they can be different. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean they're always like that. Okay. Oh, here's one that got deleted. Let's see. I can't read it. I can't read it. Whoever. True to self form. True to self form. What did she say last? You want me to tell my story? Okay, you want me to tell your story. Look now. Marie, you got a dog? You got a dog? Anybody got a dog? Well, society is regressing, so it makes sense that we're speaking in animal terms like alpha and beta. It's a very good point, dude. It's a very, very good point I've never thought about. Thank you for that. Good one. I'm going to pin it. Message of the day. I ride my bike without a seat. Oh, I don't need to laugh, man. I need to stop laughing. Shit. I ride my bike without a seat. I've seen that before. Do you like that? Do you like that feeling? Riding your bike without a seat? Yeah. You go down those bumpy roads, back roads. Make sure it gets a lot of bounce. Yeah. Cool. Anyone that identifies as a man, it's a spectrum as for what makes a good man: integrity, strength of character, and intelligence. Where do you think empathy fits in there, Rusty? Do you think empathy fits in there? I mean, it's kind of, it's always one of these things that to be empathetic is not to be macho. But I don't like that, man. I think we need to relook at that. I mean, if I see somebody helping somebody out, that I think I want to be like that guy. I want to do what he just did. But that's just me. No, I want us to partner and start a channel. I need help. Where do you live? Maria? I just keep calling you Maria and Maria. Jesus. Gummy's starting to talk a little bit. Yeah. What do you need help with, Maria? Or you said you're trying to start a channel? Is that what you're saying? I have cats. They're roommates. Are they your roommate, or are they roommates with each other? I guess you're all roommates, right? Well, Rosalind Doe, I bet your cats are cute. I'll just say that. Gummy talk. I have cats. They're mates. You're in Pennsylvania. So you're a Stiller coming in here. Trying to get help with a YouTube channel. Do you have a channel currently? It's hard not to have empathy if you have integrity as a human being. Very good. Very, very good. Kind of the same thing in a lot of ways. I like that. Eagle? You're in Eagle, Pennsylvania? Oh, you're an Eagle fan. Okay. You're not a Stiller. You're an Eagle. I just now thought about the fact that those two teams are in the same state. I've gone my entire life without thinking about the fact that the Eagles and the Stillers play in the same state. Wow. How did that happen? Okay. There's empathy, for instance. Think of God and Father and your own Father. If something happened, He may let you figure it out. That's male empathy instead of solving the problem for you and I. Okay, I see what you're saying there. I hope it doesn't go towards food, because if you're going towards helping people out by feeding them, then we need to talk. It's not always emotional like your mother. That is the duality. They treat me like a roommate. Dogs have masters. Cats share space. Yeah. Okay. Now I get what you're saying. Yeah. Cats. Most of my life I was a cat person, and then I met my wife, and she had a pit bull, and I fell in love with pit bulls. But I had a Maine Coon. You ever seen a Maine Coon cat? They're the big cats. And he was cool as shit. He thought he was a dog. But yeah, they are. They're little assholes, man. You call them over, I want to pet you. They're like, no, I ain't coming over there. I'll come over there when I want to. You know, that's dogs. They're pretty much, you get over here, and they're over here. Only have my name, M. Reed Lightworker. I need a new email, etc. Getting strong, the dude vibe. Thanks, man. I'm terrible with all that. Marie, I'm really bad with that stuff because I'm not gonna lie to you. Just yesterday, I had a guy try to send me money. I didn't have my fucking PayPal set up. I can give you advice on what you can do to grow your channel, even though my channel's still small, but we're getting there. We're getting traction. The main thing is be yourself. I think everybody's trying to do YouTube stuff now, and that's okay. It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Because we're going to change YouTube, and we're going to make it a platform that's going to help. It's going to help a lot more than it hurts. It already does, but I'm just saying. And just make a lot of videos. Make a shit ton of videos. Okay? Just make them. Make them. Even if you don't think it's worth making. Make it and put it up. And you just never know what people out there are going to enjoy. You just don't know. You don't know. I had a guy Outlaw Audits. He's a guy up in Indiana. And he came down and audited with me. And, when he was down auditing with me, I just realized, God, man, just going out and shooting a video sometimes, you could really be having an effect on a person. Like, a lot of people look at it as, some of it as pointless, but you don't see that 70, 75-year-old person or whoever, younger person, watching, sitting at home getting enjoyment from this person, because they connect with them somehow on a personal level. He came down and we were just cutting the shit, shooting the shit. I didn't even know the guy. We were shooting the shit. We went out and had a long day of audits that day, and he's going to come back down, and we keep in touch. But yeah, he told me some things. He said, you don't understand, man, that how just me watching your videos, how it helps me through the day. You have a presence that I like to be around, so I watch you. And it was the first time I actually heard that from someone, another auditor or somebody who's has audited in the past. He was starting his own channel. He's really into music, but and if you're on here watching, I don't Outlaw Audits, I don't think you are, because I would have seen you, but just understand that if it falls one more time, I'm gonna, I don't know, I have to, if the phone falls one more time, I have to punish myself somehow. I'm gonna cut all my fucking hair off if the phone falls. No, I'm not doing that. Okay. No, but just know that you may think you're making a piece of video that's not that other people won't find interesting, but that's not necessarily true because your personality could connect with someone, and then that person it's slow. It's a slow process. Okay, it's a very slow process, especially if you don't have a direct path on what how you want your channel to turn out. Mine's kind of doing this right now, okay? But I want to be interesting. I hope that at a minimum I'm interesting, okay? You might not agree with me, we might argue, you might hate me. By the way, that's why people call me liver cheese, by the way. If you've ever had liver cheese, the meat, you either hate it or you love it. There's really no in between. It is an acquired taste, however, so you can grow to love it. So I thought it was a perfect name for me. I've always loved liver cheese. My wife says it's disgusting. I say it's delicious. And I think a lot of you guys maybe feel that way about me. So, but yeah, have passion for what you do. If you have passion, people see that too. Okay. Hopefully that helps you out a little bit, Marie. I'm going to read this now. Okay. Okay. First time I got the balls to ask. The God of the Bible had no empathy whatsoever. He did absolutely monstrous things, but was excused because people equate right and might and gave him authoritarian reasoning towards morals. Oh, Rosalind. We got a thinker in here, guys. Let's give it up for Rosalind right here. She's a thinker. She's a thinker. She's enlightened. Are you a female? You could be a guy. You could be a guy. You're enlightened. You're an enlightened person. And hey, who else? M. Reed. I'm not saying you're not enlightened too. She's just enlightened in a agnostic kind of way. Okay. If it's not for you, then it's not for you. I'm not going to try to force that on anybody. That's where we need to get, where we're not trying to force our beliefs on other people. What is this? Greetings from UK. What's up, UK? I got a lot of UK, man. I got a Denmark the other day. I got an Iceland. So thank you from across the pond. I appreciate it. What time is it over there right now? One question: why did such a Christian country like the USA vote for such an unchristian leader? It's a good question, Lord Snooty. Holy shit! I don't know if I can tackle this one. It's a huge combination of things. Huge combination of things. I think that financial uncertainty, everybody has it. Even the red hats out in the rural areas, they have it. When you have that, when that starts, COVID fucked us up big time. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, it really messed us up. But even before COVID, we've been having problems. The problem is we call each other enemies, and we're not enemies. We're people. We're humans. We're not enemies. We're not enemies. We have to live together. We're adults. Adults have to live together. We have to learn to live together. Okay, that's what grown-ups do. Why did they? I don't know. I'm not gonna. I mean, I think a lot of it's religion. For some reason, they think Trump's a religious guy. A lot of it is perception. They saw him on the TV show, and they think, oh, he's a boss. He's going to run the country the way the country needs to be run, and that's fine. I can see that side of it to an extent, even though he wasn't a real businessman. And he's the big one is he says things that other people think but won't say. He says it. That's the whole ball of wax right there. Okay. Racism and don't want a woman. You speak well. Thank you. Lord Snooty, if you're telling me I speak well, I don't know. Hey, then I'm doing something because you seem like a very, very smart person. I didn't mean to give you a headache, LOL. No, it was good. I love that kind of shit. It's good stuff. Tammy. You don't like Tam? M. Reed, you and Tammy can get along. You can get along. It's because you might have different views about religion. Doesn't mean you can't get along. Boats and hoes, yeah. I'll show that. Somebody put boats and hoes. Another moderator just handled this. I don't know what that means, man. I think there's YouTube on here monitoring my stuff because I like to curse quite heavily. And haven't been doing a lot of cursing tonight, guys. Y'all notice that? Yesterday I was talking about how important it was that I curse. We had that discussion. But tonight, you guys, well, maybe that gummy helped a little bit, but you guys definitely helped. I haven't wanted to yell at any of you at all. Y'all have been great. It's just glancing up at the game. Okay, well, we don't need someone from the pub leading us. We need brains, empathy, etc., and a leader, not the pub racist. You know, it's a very interesting part of our country, isn't it? Reagan, he was an actor, and we have a history of taking our actors and people for our TV personalities and trying to put them into politics to varying results. You know, I don't know. Sometimes part of me thinks, I guess it's cool to throw a wrench in the system every now and then if that's really what you're doing. I don't think he was a wrench in the system. You know? I think he wanted to control the levers of the system. That's what I think. But I get that mentality. You know, things aren't working out. Let's throw something in there and blow it all up. I get that. But if you think that way, why don't you feel that way about? You know, we can go ahead and say the elephant in the room. We are a socialist country. We already are. Let's think about it. We have our safety nets. We have our Social Security. We have our Medicare, our Medicaid. We're a socialist country. So why do we get so hung up on what socialism represents and will it work in this country or not? I think it's a balance between the two. I don't think it's ever going to go fully one way or the other. I just don't think it's possible with how many people we have in this country. But we just need to always make sure, number one, our First Amendment, our Constitution, all that's taken care of and protected. You start going to try to change things in there, we're going to have some issues. A lot of Americans have issues with that kind of stuff. Don't do that. And it's not just the Second Amendment guys, it's the First Amendment guys, it's all of us. We just want to be able to say, fuck, and this sucks, and I hate this, you know, without being detained or arrested. We want to say certain words without being detained or arrested. And I know y'all feel like that on the other side too, but you got to be careful, man, because some things are hate speech. They are. Now, is me calling somebody a Nazi, is that hate speech? Well, if I'm directing it to an individual, then I don't necessarily think it is, because if they're giving those tendencies, I'm going to tell them, you're acting like this. That's a term that I'm going to use. Now, if I was saying that all red hats, all Trump voters are Nazis, then that could be a problem, because what that does is it starts to dehumanize them, just like they do on their side where they dehumanize illegals. If you call somebody murderers, rapists, killers, the worst people in the world, that's all you're getting. They're quitting their prisons out and sending those people. Yeah, that's kind of not a good thing, because you're dehumanizing. Sorry, I got a train. You're dehumanizing these people, and when you dehumanize an entire group of people, that's when the really bad shit happens. We don't want to get to that step. We want to keep everybody understanding, however you feel about that black person, that brown person, that yellow person, that red person, or that white person, however you feel about them, they're a human. They're a person above all else. So, yeah, that's Nazi behavior, because you're dehumanizing to take advantage of or even eliminate in some cases. And we're not going to eliminate each other. I'm not going to eliminate red hats. Red hats aren't going to eliminate me. We have to live together. We fucking have to. It's one planet. Let's talk about the things that we love and make politics a thing we talk about in back rooms. Let's make religion things we talk about in back rooms. If I'm out in public and somebody comes over to me, they don't even know me, and they ask me, "Did you vote for Trump, or what's your politics?" I'm going to look at them like they're fucking crazy. Remember in the 70s, 80s, we didn't do that shit. It's a private matter. I don't know you. Don't come over here and judge me by who I voted for. Right? Simple. All right. Oh my God, I got a lot of comments, guys. I missed them completely. It wasn't scrolling. I'm going to try to come through and read some of this, okay? Sad people, empathy is weakness. That's very sad. I agree. M. Reed is a Republican because of those things that I mentioned. He wanted Tammy to be quiet because Tammy called it out for what it was, okay? If I do tax evasion, I will still pay more than billionaires. Still play more than billionaires. And he keeps saying it over and over and over. Why? Why, dude? Okay. Jobs, jobs, jobs. That's why cutting taxes on business. I mean, okay. I'm going to go out on a limb here and reach out an olive branch to you and agree with you on that one. We do need to get our businesses back over here in this country. There's no doubt about it. And if it takes cutting taxes for them to come back here, then yeah, we can do that. We can do that. But we need to regulate them too, okay? You know, that's the thing, man. They just want these companies. You give them an inch, and next thing you know, you're not regulating them. And then we're having, shit blow up in the middle of Tennessee. You know what I'm talking about? The ammunition place. All of that, man. It most of it comes back to cost cutting. You know, they don't they stop regulating, and because they don't want to keep up with the upkeep and what it costs to keep up with all that. And next thing you know, boom, those people never had a chance. You know what? This is going to sound gross. Those people that blew up in that fucking blast over there in Tennessee, sounds like a pretty good way to go. I'm not going to lie. To their family, obviously I'm not saying that I'm glad that happened to them. And I'm really sorry that happened to them. If by some off chance the 9 people in here, one of y'all know them. But all I'm saying is, think about it. You know? It's so quick. How quick was that? They probably felt nothing. I know they felt nothing. They were just gone. Completely gone. And I'm morbid, so I think about things like, well, that's horrible, but fuck, at least they didn't feel anything, you know? And I guarantee they probably didn't feel anything. It's probably over like that. You know, it'd be like doing this or something. All right, off of that morbid stuff. All right, here we go. Reagan was an asshole, but at least he knew the rule of law. Okay. If I do tax evasion, oh my God, dude. Reagan. We were talking about Reagan yesterday, and somebody was talking about Biden. And I said, well, let's talk about that because, yeah, Biden was, he shouldn't have been in there probably. He had the mental facilities breaking down like a lot of us will happen to us as we get older. But if you're going to talk about Biden, let's not forget about Reagan. I mean, Reagan was a fucking vegetable in that last year in office. I remember it. I lived through it, man. He never talked. He never spoke. Nancy was kind of dragging him around like he was a purse. I mean, and I got nothing, Reagan, that was before I was really into politics, so I'm not going to go bad talk or good talk a guy who's dead without knowing every single thing I need to know about the guy, okay? I don't think he was a bad person overall, but yes, he was, the last year in office, he was basically comatose. I mean, and we can't, it's okay, it happens, we get old. What the hell happens if you're in office and you're that age and that happens? You can't, well, 25th Amendment could happen, but we know that's never going to happen, right, guys? All right, let me go. I got this one guy, man. He just rolling it. He's rolling it. Okay. By the way, Social Security is what we pay into. Yeah, it's not a welfare program. Exactly. I mentioned that to somebody today. They were acting like we were being beggars because we wanted Social Security. I'm like, dude, we put in for Social Security. That's our money. It's surprising how many people don't actually know that. Well, no, actually, it's not surprising. Did you know that in the United States, the average adult reads on a fifth grade level? Mmm. It's kind of scary, isn't it? I believe that. I believe that stat. All right. Jag, you're weak. I'm very strong. I'm empath. It is spirit in our body. Oh, he's not talking to me. I'm talking to her. Talking to him. Jag, you're weak. It's got to be funny watching somebody high try to figure out what these texts are going through. In spirit and body, tears are healing energy and gift and protection from evil energy. You're ignorant. Oh man, we got a war in here, guys. Usually the war's with me. All right, can you stop, Joss? Yeah, Joss is just. Can I? Is there any way I can block him? Let me see. All right, I did it. I did it. I don't want to be that guy. Okay, I want you guys to come in here and say things that are going to ruffle feathers, and we're going to get into that shit. I want this to be dirty, but I want it to be real, dirty and real. But I draw the line when you just come in and you just spam the same thing over and over and over and over and over. That's just annoying. That's what that is. Just annoying. To everybody involved, okay? So if you'd given me a chance, I would have read it, but you didn't have to write it 18,000 times. Okay, I get your point. That horn is God's confirmation. I speak for God's truth. A lot of deleted messages here, dudes. What's happening? When visited USA, you seem so divided. Nashville, very white. Memphis, very black. Doesn't happen so much here. Who's this? Who's this? Lord's Moody. You got an eye, don't you? Yeah, you're right, Lord's Moody. I lived in both of those places. I'm living in Memphis right now. So let's talk about that. All right. Yes, we are. We're a very divided country, and the media is clearly to blame for that. I could go in and give you 100 reasons why Fox is the downfall of American society, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go back even further than Fox to the original godfather of hate in the U.S., the talk show host Rush Limbaugh. If I could eliminate one person from American history, that's the guy I'd take out. Because once he went on and got his radio show, that's when it all started. Yeah. I remember going to work and hearing it on the radio and thinking, this is kind of interesting. They're in here talking bad about black people. Interesting. And then as years went on, I was young. I didn't give a shit. I was looking to get laid. I wasn't thinking about civil rights and stuff like that back then. I was just a kid wanting to get drunk and get laid. Well, through the years, you start to realize what Mr. Godfather of hate, Rush Limbaugh himself, has done to our country. He's made it okay to say things that you really don't need to be saying. You can think them all you want to. You can think them. But whatever happened to the saying, if you don't have something nice to say, don't say anything at all. You remember that? We are so into other people's business these days. And it's the culture wars. People thinking other people are getting stuff that they're not getting. They're busting their ass over here. They see Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so over here not busting their ass and getting free groceries. And, they see them also, maybe they have an expensive phone, and you form these narratives in your head that are probably off base, probably not true at all. Okay, so Lost my train of thought. These fucking gummies. God bless. Yeah, gummies are kicking in. Forget what I'm saying. I'm sorry, guys. Please don't unsubscribe for this. I'm just, all right. Yeah, Rush Limbaugh. Anyway, that shit back then to the guy from Lord Snooty. That's what I look at it. I look at it as that, you know, that's what started it here, and it's gotten worse. It's gotten progressively worse. I noticed white people moving out of Memphis to the suburbs decades ago. And I was like, why is that happening? Why is that happening? Why is that happening? And I couldn't, you know, and then I started to kind of figure things out that, well, the white people are afraid, and they might not necessarily be racist, but Memphis is majority black. You know, you visited here. Hopefully we were nice to you. Hopefully you got treated great. I have no doubt you did, because I know my people and we're good to people. Okay, so, but what happens is they move out of the city for safety, and that's not their fault, because they're watching constant Fox News, and they're watching constant things on Facebook, the same story come down over and over and over of someone getting shot. If you're in a hurry, you just scroll past, oh, somebody else got shot. You know, there's a lot of ways it happens. Social media has made it ridiculous, this divide ridiculous. Russia has stepped in, and they've helped us along. They've helped us beat each other up because they want to see us destroy each other. And this doesn't have anything to do with Russia, Russia, Russia. You can call me a fucking conspiracy theorist all you want to. I'm an educated guy on the subject, okay? I know what happened. They were involved in the election, but they were involved on Facebook and on TikTok. And on what they would do is they would create a group, have Americans think it was an American, and just put up divisive shit 24/7. That's how you get your clicks. Divisive shit. Okay, so now they're scared, so they move the fuck out of the city. Okay, and then it looks bad, you know, because all the white people are moving out of the city. They're coming in to work in the city. They're coming in to use the things in the city, but they're having to drive a long way every day to do so, and they're pissed off. They don't like it. They want what Memphis has. They feel like they got run out of Memphis, but they didn't really get run out of Memphis. Fear ran them out of Memphis, and it's not their fault. It's being fed bullshit over and over and over and over. It ran them out of Memphis. So they look racist. Some of them may be racist. There may be a bunch of racists out there that do that. I don't know, but you see what I'm saying? It's just that cycle, and it has divided us so much now that it's scary as shit. I am worried for my country as far as, like, can we survive being so different that we think we are, but we're really not that different. Okay, they want us to think we're that different. That's what it comes down to. So the Russia collusion, look, you idiots, it doesn't matter if it was to help Trump win or to help Hillary win. None of that matters. What matters is the fact that I have one viewer. Now, what matters is the fact that that they did it and they divided us. They got in there and they divided us. I can promise you, you go through your, if you're a hardline red hat or a hardline blue hat, you can go through your Facebook feed right now and you will find the algorithms that are there. You commented on something and they thought, oh, he likes this, so they keep sending you the shit you don't like. And you keep commenting, and that's how people get, that's how they get, what's the word I'm looking for when you get to the point where you want to kill for others? Militarized? I don't know. But that's how it happens, man. You just see it over and over. Same thing over and over and over and over and over. We're being fed lies. I'm going to tell you something about Memphis, okay? Yes, we have a lot of crime. 85% of the crime in this city is black on black. It's black on black. It's a problem we need to address, yes. but it really shouldn't concern a lot of white people who want to come visit the city, right? I mean, right? 85%? Okay, so I'm glad that you came and you saw that. So you saw the divide and how Nashville's all, that's party city down there. It's all white people downtown. Not always. That's not always true. But and then you go downtown Memphis, and on a night it's going to be all black people there. And is that just the nature of the beast? I mean, do people just like to gather with their own? I don't think so. I went down to the to the festival downtown, the 901 festival. I might have been the only white person down there. No, there were more white people. But to be honest, I wasn't really paying too much attention because everybody was treating me so fucking good. I was being treated so well by everybody. When I get treated like that, I don't. All of a sudden, I'm not a white guy in a sea full of black people. I'm just a guy that they accept. You know what I mean? And that feels amazing, dude. That feels amazing. I love that shit. I love that shit. I don't know, but you're right. You saw that. You saw that divide in America, and I gave you what I think was the reason is talk radio from many, many decades ago. Rush Limbaugh starting it. And the other side has their channels too. MSNBC, they're gonna lean more left. They just are. And now CNN, for whatever reason, they're calling them a left channel. I've never considered CNN a left channel. I've considered them a kind of a neutral channel. But what happens is you run a story, and if something comes up false, then it looks like that you're trying to smear somebody's name. You have a very smart man, well, calculated man, not smart man, very calculated man in office who understands the visuals and the optics of things. He fully understands that, which is why he knows he's in trouble right now with the Epstein shit. That's why he looks the way he looks, because he understands the way that looks. It doesn't look good. It just doesn't look, you can't make it look good. If he had went to authorities after he found out that there was a pedo ring going on, then yeah, he'd look like a hero. But he didn't do that. So, see what I'm saying? All right, let me get down this. The more you send that, the more you seem like an asshole. The more you send that, the more you seem like an asshole. Yeah. Billionaires have money. You know what takes money? Pirate Captain Hook. I need to spend more time on that one. Fire Wings. I think you got a funny one there. Hang on. Fire Wings. Billionaires have money. You know who takes money because he's a pirate? Captain Hook. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're not wrong there. I guess you're not wrong. Remember when Robin Hood was considered a hero? Shit. Man, Robin Hood would be considered, he'd be considered an Antifa deadbeat. They would call him lazy and lock him up. Back in the day, he was a hero. Took from the rich, gave to the poor. That was a noble thing to do. All right, here we go. No, I will be upfront with the truth of who we are. No backroom religion. You wouldn't know the truth if it bit you on the rear and twisted your cheek. Captain Hook has ammunition, cannons and stuff. The one guy coming in, you got the argument going on. You got the one guy with the big fucking clown nose and the in the wig coming in blowing a horn while they're trying to fucking argue with each other. That's good stuff, dude. Troll, well said. Millionaires and billionaires create jobs. Well, yeah. But you know who else creates jobs? Mom and pops. Mom and pops. Dan from down the road who wants to start his own fucking tire shop. He creates jobs. Joe from right over there who's always dreamed of opening his own bar. Joe right around the corner. Yeah. He creates jobs too. So, anyone can create a job, is what I'm saying. Okay, Captain Hook is pretty quick. He swims fast in spite of having one hand. Captain Hook is cool. Firewing, you might not know this, but I want you to hang around, man, because we're gonna do some subjects like that. You know, where I used to run a trivia show called Barguments, and I would ask ridiculous questions. You know, who would you rather fuck, Superman or whatever, Superwoman or whatever, and you would have to give an answer and give a funny answer and a reason why. So we might do something like that. I think that would be cool. I loved that job and I was good at that job, and I think that you guys would have fun with me at that job. Okay, I can hear a dog. Yeah, that's my dog. I have 3 of them. And why is he barking, actually? Okay. The back door's open, so they can just run in and out. So I don't want you to think I'm just over here ignoring my dog. All right. Yeah, I'm a troll because I'm calling you out. I'm from Pennsylvania. Go figure. Well, you should talk about Captain Hook. Dude, Firewing. Hell yeah, brother. At least Biden had good people around him. I like the Elvis sunglasses. Thank you. Thank you very much. Reagan was a classical liberal. Elvis is cool. Captain Hook is kind of a rock star because he plays piano. But Captain Hook doesn't play piano, does he? No, they don't. Billionaires and millionaires hold industry hostage. Industry creates jobs. Need creates jobs. Yes. Yes. And does it not irritate the fuck out of you guys when these corporations try to go on TV and act like they're people? They like they're. It's like, dude, Walmart. We know you don't give a fuck about us, okay? Stop trying to. And then Chick-fil-A. Oh my God, the ones they do. They put out that commercial where, oh, we found out Tammy didn't have a ride to work, so we bought her a car. You know, and of course Tammy's the black girl. So we bought her a car, and I'm just like, dude, what the fuck? Is that something you really needed to create a commercial campaign about? Come on, man, you look douchey doing that. You're not a person who wanted to help out fucking Ashley or whoever it was. You saw an opportunity to make yourself look like you care about people, and you put that commercial up. And you assume that people are dumb, and we're not fucking dumb. We're not. We know. You're not a person, giant corporation. Okay? You're not. You want our money. You don't care about me. You don't care if I have my whatever it is, Oreos. You don't care. You just want that money. And it's okay. But after a while, it gets kind of fucking gross because you want too much money. And we're struggling, and you're wanting more and more and more money. We see it. We feel it. Okay? All right, let's see here. They don't, let me see. Everything can reference your favorite character if you try. Everything can reference your favorite character if you try hard enough. Millionaires and billionaires are the ones that take risks and create jobs. Yeah, you know. Look, man, nobody's. Why are you insistent that I'm over here trying to demonize somebody making money? That I'm not demonizing somebody making money. I'm demonizing the fact that they don't pay the same tax rates as a doctor or as a teacher or a police officer. That's it. All right. All right, we're square on that. All right. There would be more jobs if there were actually more regulation towards corruption in the industrial sphere, which make for less millionaires and billionaires. Yeah. We need to. It's going to be impossible though, because really, how do you who's going to be the one to step up and say, you know what? That's too much money you're making off that. You know, are we stuck? Are we trapped? Can we never shut the box? Do they just have us? We have no leverage at all? I mean, I don't know. All right. How many billions does one need? Yes, exactly. What a big word. Call me out for what? I don't know. said hi. Hello, Michelle. If you're still here, my two people. I thought that there would be more people as I got high. I thought y'all would think I'm funnier. I think that y'all are more annoyed with me as I get high. Just like my wife. She hates it. All right. You know who has a feather in his hat? Captain Hook. Hell yeah, he does. Hell yeah. Read. It's called a dictionary. It's a book different from the Bible, so you probably never read it, but that's what you're doing. Look it up. Ooh, religious war. Oh my God, it's so much of it. I just scrolled down. I might miss some of it, guys. Okay. Captain Hook's a jerk because he's a villain. When all of what started, well, oh my God, I'm so lost. He's still cool though. Radio hosts are so weird, would not be allowed here. Our radio hosts are weird, wouldn't be allowed here. Let me guess who you're talking about, Lord's Moody. Are you talking about Joe Rogan, perhaps? No, Joe Rogan. I'm on the fence with him, man. He's one day he's a douche, the next day he's okay. Next day he's a douche, then he's okay again. I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to hate the guy, but sometimes he says things that make a little bit of sense, and I'm like, they're getting to him. Look, he's coming around, and then he goes right back. And I'm just like, oh, damn it, Joe. That's the way I feel about him. Sometimes he talks about some cool stuff, you know? All right. Black conservatives would disagree with everything this guy is saying and call him out for being a social justice warrior. And virtue signals how pathetic you are, Gen Express. Thank you. Wow, that's a lot to take in, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad I didn't just scroll past that one. Black conservatives. Do you know a unicorn too? Ain't many of those out there. That's all. All right. Rush Limbaugh and Howard Stern love two doors. Love to see. Look, man, you guys. I already have a hard time reading, and when you make typos, I've had a gummy, so it makes it really difficult. Rush Limbaugh and Howard Stern love two doors down apart in Palm Beach. Well, I mean, I guess they could love two doors apart, but I think you mean live. Lived Rush Limbaugh is no longer with us, buddy. But they did. They lived two doors apart. Interesting. Howard Stern's a very interesting cat. A lot of people. He's one of them guys that he's kind of evolved a little bit, you know, through the years, and it pisses a lot of people off. They don't like it. They don't like that he's actually using this a little bit, you know. He does. It's not always about tits and ass. It always used to be just about tits and ass, and will you show me this? Will you show me that? And then something happened. I think it was 9/11. After 9/11, he started changing a little bit. Started using this a little more. Hey, nothing wrong with what he was doing before. There's place for that. But you can't blame a guy for wanting to change and grow. Okay, don't beat Howard up because he talks more politics now than he does tits and ass. He's an older guy, man. You expect an older guy to talk about that kind of stuff all his life? It's not going to happen. All right, so cut Howard some break. Cut Howard a break. Howard Stern, regardless of what you think about him, is a damn fine interviewer. One of the best interviewers, and has a great voice. So even if you don't like him, you got to probably admit that, right? All right, let's move on. I'm so far behind. If you read the book, you'd understand Captain Hook actually was not a villain. He was fighting against Neverland because it was basically a fac realm, Fey realm. I don't like that theory, but you do you, bro. That's what it's all about. Look into AIPAC. Anyway, gummies are great. What? Oh, can you tell? No, I like them. They're good. They're good stuff. Captain Hook gets his butt busted by Peter Pan and that evil crocodile that jump him. Man, Fire Wings, you love some Captain Hook, buddy. I'll give you that. The rich love us blaming the bottom instead of them. Absolutely. My favorite meme of all time is the one that's got the billionaire sitting. It's three people sitting at a table. You got a white guy on one side, you got a brown guy on one side, and they got plates in front of them. And each of them has like 2 cookies. And then on the third side, you got the billionaire with the plate with cookies stacked this high. And then the billionaire is pointing to one of them, saying, whispering to him, that guy wants trying to get your other cookie. Yeah, it's my favorite meme of all time. It pretty much sums up everything wrong with the entire world in one meme. Culture wars, us falling for the culture wars, while they rape us left and right. I hope I don't get knocked off for saying that word. They want us to have the culture wars. Open up your eyes. Let's admit it. Let's come together and let's change some things for real. Okay. But if you preach hate, then your show is banned. You can't tell people in the radio that people are more criminal of skin color. No one would listen anyway. If you preach hate on shows, man, you can't tell people. Yeah, that's a good point. It's a good point. That's a very good point you bring up there. You know, are people even going to want to listen to that? In good times, I would say no. You know, I would say no. People aren't going to. But in bad times, man, I wonder. I mean, people just looking for something to cling on to. You know, give me a reason. Why does this happen? Why does that happen? You know, give me something. So I don't know. It's a good point, though. I'm lost. Can you help? I'm looking for Alpha Centauri. Which direction is that? Everyone in USA was uniformly great to us, except the Greyhound driver. Thank you, Lord Snoo. That's nice to know that you were treated well in Nashville and in Memphis. I appreciate you letting us know that. Because I like to hear that, man. I love to hear when people from across the pond come over here to us hayseeds. They come over here to us hayseeds, you know. We're you know, what you always seen about us in the media ain't always true. We're not all hayseeds, man. Some of us are we just look like we're hayseeds. How about that? All right, let's move on. Everyone in USA. So I'm glad you had fun down here, man. I'm glad. I'm going to keep mentioning Captain Hook. Not going to lie. It's fun. Captain Hook, kick people, probably Peter Pan kicks. The percentages speak for themselves on who commits the most homicides. Percentages speak for the. Come on, guys. Captain Hook commits pirate stuff. He's a pirate. You and your fucking Captain Hook. I'm going to go now. Firewall's going. No Captain Hook. This guy's just another dummy on the internet, and there are millions of them. Hey, there are millions of beings like me, but there's not a million me. I can fucking promise you that, brother. Okay? So, you know, if you think I'm like the other millions, then you don't have to be here, man. But I appreciate you stopping by and commenting. I'm gonna unsubscribe. What a big dummy this guy is. Just low intelligence. Yeah. I mean, it is the people. Most people can't think for themselves and base decisions off of emotions. Well, say no one from UK or Europe will visit USA now. Probably same with Canada. Yep. Yeah, we fucked up, man. That's one thing people don't talk about enough. It's how a lot of our visitors just aren't visiting us anymore, and that's a lot of money, whole lot of money. Like, is it their fault? Because at the end of the day, they need critical thought, one that is that easy to be manipulated, is a danger to themselves and others. I blame the education system. Education system's terrible. It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. He's trying to pretend he's down with the blacks, etc., etc. Black people just laugh at this. Dude, what? I'm being me, dude. Okay? I was raised in Memphis, Tennessee. Okay, man? Black people all around me. So if I'm trying to act a certain way, you're just coming in here trolling and misjudging. You're just trolling. Why am I even responding to this? Because I took a gummy. That's why. God damn it. Yeah, okay, man. Okay, cool. Cool. I'm just trying to be liked by black people. I think they do that naturally, man. He says he wasn't paying too much attention to race, but that's all he's talked about for the past 20 minutes. About what? About which subject exactly? I mean, I'm sure if I was talking about race, it was pertinent to what we were talking about. Everybody was treating so fucking good. We're all just people. That includes immigrants and refugees. Parents are ultimately responsible for teaching their kids to think for themselves. Leave the job to someone else and get what you get. His Indian name you will fight with shadows. His Indian name will be fights with shadows. His Indian name will be fights with shadows. All your channels in USA would be considered right wing in the UK. Yeah, I'm sure. His. I always trip out on you guys over there because I watch videos. Sometimes I'll watch like gaming videos, and I'll watch like the racing videos, and the way we drive and the way you guys drive, oh my God, y'all get so pissed off because Americans are so just, you guys are so technical on the racing games. You do not deal with the brash Americans who come into the corner and knock you to the side. You know what I mean? You're like, really? What is this? It's the highest amount of disrespect for you guys in a driving game if Americans don't behave themselves and act like a real driver. Yeah. Black people laugh at this guy behind his back. Okay. Rob, how can parents teach their kids when the example from the top is so bad? I grew up in PG County, Maryland, District Heights. My best friend was black. I would never virtue signal like this. This guy is a complete and total wacko pushing false narratives. Okay? These kind of people constantly virtue signal. It's what he's all about. Man, you're the one who keeps fucking mentioning it and talking about it. What are you talking about, dude? You come in here and you want to be talking about race or something. Well, here's a little news flash for you, man. Race in this country is a fucking hot button issue. I don't know how you don't know that. And it should be. Because we got a lot of things we need to talk about. Alright? If that bothers you so much, get the fuck out of here. Playing this game with you, dude. Get the fuck out of here.
Night after night for up to 7 days. Downy breathes life into your laundry. Love that. So for Mom, I was thinking...
He's gone. He's gone. Bye, guy. You moron. Coming here, don't even know me. He's talking about race. How dare him talk about race? Go somewhere else, dude. That's what we were talking about. We've talked about everything tonight, dude. We've talked about race. We've talked about fucking dogs. We've talked about... What have we talked about, chat? Come on. We've talked about cars. That was the last time. Cars. We talked about a lot of things that have nothing to do with race. He was asking me as a person from another country who has come to this country that he noticed how in Memphis it was all black people, no white people, and in Nashville it was all white people and no black people, and wanted to know the reason I thought that was. So guess what? I fucking answered him. And not only that, I answered him correctly. You might not think it's correct, but I answered him correctly. If you're naive enough to think in this country that we don't have race problems with race, in a systemically racist system that's been that way for our entire fucking lives, and you think for some reason all of a sudden that it's not. We want more prisons. We don't want more schools. What does that fucking tell you, dude? What does that tell you? When people are clamoring for more prisons than they are schools. Bye now. A complete and total dummy, and he uses Rush Limbaugh as a scapegoat. Yeah, because Rush Limbaugh was a giant fat piece of shit. Yeah. who's worm dirt right now. Garbage would go on the radio and talk about black people and talk about any minority he could. It's just a piece of trash. You know, if it takes degrading someone else like that for you to fucking make it to the top, you get every. I mean, I'm just fuck off, dude. I will never have a debate about anything. Why is he on here? Why the fuck is he on here? Because okay. He's gone, jackass. It's the last person I'm ever gonna delete off this channel. You guys saw it here, or off of this chat. I didn't delete him off of the channel. He was never on the channel. He's just a jackass that wanted to come in here and fuck with me. And he pressed the right buttons, unfortunately. Hey Lebowski, hey. Speak for yourself, I'm done. Okay, It's a stoner guy. Oh, it's that stoner guy. The greed is the problem. Greed is absolutely the problem. Just tax investments and inheritance, the same with work. Exactly. Good answer. Oh, it's Lord Snooty again, of course. Great answer, man. Great answer. Hello. Stern was considered a shock jock. Yes. He got Trump to talk. Stern was, again, I hate what his fans have left him like that. But when I look at that, it just makes me wonder, don't you have a natural progression in your life? Don't you at some point start to progress past certain other things and start to question other things? Shouldn't that be a normal pattern for a life? Shouldn't it? Okay, so when you get mad at Howard Stern because he's not talking about tits and ass as much as he used to, because he actually has opinion about humanity and politics, that just tells me that your growth is stunted. Your growth stopped somewhere in your 20s. You know, if you're at 50 years old, 55 years old, and all you're thinking about is tits and ass, then, man, what went wrong? What happened? Because that's just not normal. That's just not normal, dude. We're supposed to progress, is what I'm saying. Cut the man some fucking slack. I look at him as a decent human being. Anybody who starts off one way and then grows and ends up here and ends up being a better person than they were here, I thumbs up, man. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. That's all I got to say about that. Howard Stern. All right. So let me get this straight. Threshold. The moment you just called him a virtue signaler, when all you do is vice and virtue signal. Have you literally been fighting for billionaires? Yeah, that's the thing, man. What the hell? That's dude, all I can only explain it to you this way, Rosalind. The only thing I can tell you about that is that they've been sold the American dream, and everybody wants to believe in the American dream, right? But the American dream's different things for different people, and because the media and Hollywood and sorry, I was watching this game. I was checking the score real quick on this game. Fucking gummies, man. I am so sorry. Yeah. Okay. Oh man, I was talking to you over in London. I fucking forgot what I was saying, man. I tried to play it off. I tried to make y'all think I was looking at the TV to look at the score. No, I completely forgot what I was fucking saying. Completely forgot it. Just and you know that I'll remember it in 30 seconds once I talk about something else. THC. Okay, let me go back down this. All right. You ain't all hayseeds. That car on Mars has the stars and stripes on it. That's true. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Look, man. Lord Snooty. What a guy, man. The guy coming in here. I just want to I just want to point out this behavior because it's abnormal and it's very good. I did a self depreciating comment on myself, which it's true, but sometimes you use those to to kind of let people know that I'm a real guy. I know what I am. I know what I look like. And then he comes back and I said something about being hayseeds. And he came back and said, "You ain't all hayseeds. That car on Mars has a stars and stripes on it." Wow. See, it's amazing. Turns around and compliments us right after I'm making fun of it and this and that. Here's a foreigner coming around and giving us props for the car on Mars with stars and stripes on it. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Back again. Somebody's back again. Cool. You have a nice. I have a nice brood. I don't have a nice beard. I really don't. It's nasty as shit, dude. Gen X always wins. We had to read books to learn. Yeah, we did. We did. Why are you so angry? I'm not angry now. I was angry earlier. It was probably something somebody said, I'm sure. You have a nice beard. Race isn't the issue in UK. It's poverty. Most crime comes from being poor. Yeah. Starting to happen here. Americans don't think it's happening here, but it's going to start happening here. It's terrible. I don't want it to, but it will. You did answer correctly on race. No judge here. Bro's got all the buzzwords memorized. Man, dude. Okay, yeah, I do. I got the buzzwords memorized. Because I got the buzz. No way I could have anything memorized, dude. Lord Snooty, keep lying to yourselves. Only criminals would pick up books. No one want. Well, look, dude. If only criminals would pick up books, here's an opportunity right there, man. We can talk about that. We can get that going. I'm all for modernizing these prisons, getting the libraries in there, getting job training. Let's get all that in there because they ain't doing it now. That ain't rehabilitation. Those guys go in there, there ain't no rehabilitating. None of it. And people wonder why they go right back in after they get out. Come on, man. Come on. We need to get away from this mentality that, well, they did bad things. They have to have, everything has to be piss poor. They can't, they can't have any humanity. Why not, man? They fucked up. People fuck up. Give them a chance to redeem themselves. When you throw them away and lock away the key and make them fucking angrier, man, they're going to come out and it's going to be twice as bad. Use common sense, man. Give these people a chance. So, yes, I agree with you. More criminals, you wish they would pick up books. So we agree there. Let's get that ball rolling, man. Let's get that library, that nice library for those prisoners. Hell yeah, man. Did accuse you of virtue signaling for saying that racism exists. And then he would use the defense of having black conservative friends who disagree with you in his imagination. Good stuff, dude. Good stuff. Birthday shout out to Hugh. What's up, Hugh? Huge Annis. Hey. Momo, did you hear that? Guy's name is Huge Ennis. Ennis? Sounds like something. Not sure. Happy birthday, man. All right, let me see. Just subscribe. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, buddy. I mean, the Joker was literally praising millionaires and billionaires, which are part of that same system of racism. Yeah, it's so strange, man, at times. You watch The Boys? Oh, my God, The Boys. What a show. Tell that to Amish. I don't follow you. They don't know. It's always some outside fact. I'm trying to catch up, man. God damn, I've almost been on here 3 hours. Trying to catch up just a little bit, okay? With the chat. Because I got behind. I'm way behind, and I don't know. I might have to skip a bunch of them. Talking about Amish people in an okay way. I look like your bestie. Gary T. No, Zany, I'm not Gary, man. I'm not Gary. Look at the Democrat. Where's the Democrat? Where's the Democrat? Georgia's beating the shit out of Texas, dude. The dude abides. What we discussed is even Gen Express. What do you want to talk about, man? Talk about it. I'm at the end of the fucking chat. I probably skipped a lot of you guys. I apologize if I did, especially if it was something mind-bendingly important. Okay, I apologize. Almost got it going on. Amish got it going on. I got no problems with them, man. I went through one time. I go through every time. Not every time, but when I drive up to Cedar Point. One year we decided to take the back road instead of going the way we usually did. We went straight through Amish country. It was so cool. What was really cool was, the thing I remember the most that was really cool was, like, you're looking out and you're seeing little lights everywhere, and you realize that they're flickering. That's not electricity, that's candles. And when that realization hits you and you really look around, it blows your fucking mind. You're like, that's so cool. I'll never forget that. All right, thinking about the Amish, are much happier than us. When the world goes to shit, they won't be phased. Exactly, driver, and they have each other for support. Yep. Self-sufficient, growing their own crops, storing canned goods, sharing with each other. Oh my God, bless him. You'd be amazed how many Amish use modern things. Yes, they do. Having a tribe will be crucial. Sooner rather than later. Oh, come on. Don't talk to me like that. I hope not. I hope you're wrong. Who's the last one who said that? S driver, I hope you're wrong, man. You might not be, but I hope you are. I just hope we all come to our senses, before all that shit really goes down. I would like to think that we all have moments where we go, nah, I ain't doing that shit. You know what I mean? There's got to be a moment where we where we see another human being and think, that's a person. What the fuck am I doing? I don't know. That's my hope. Call me a romantic and call me whatever you want, but that's my hope. I hope that we get that. Anybody else think that's possible? Yes, it's a green screen. Why'd you ask that? You'd be amazed how many hours. Yeah, it's a green screen, Nightshade. I'm just messing with you. Gary, I'm not Gary, dude. Are you trolling, man? Because if you're in Memphis, and maybe I know the guy. Shit. Could I call you an N? Just don't look, man. Didn't I delete you, dude? No, I didn't delete you. Definitely. I don't care what you do, dude. I'm not going to give you permission. People, you can do whatever you want to do, I'm not responsible for the, reactions that people would have and outcomes that could happen. So you do you, man. I don't. Let's see. Definitely not wrong. I'm awake, a truther since I was 13. I'm 36 now. I've done my homework. I watch trends and patterns in history. We're on the verge. God damn it, Dan. Okay, so you consider yourself a truther since you're 13, 36. Did your homework, or you watch trends and patterns in history. But I mean, that's true, man. You're right, but damn, you are right. What the hell am I talking about? I thought I had a counter, but I didn't. Jesus, you're right. Are we doomed to repeat it? When does it stop, man? We could stop it. We could stop it. We could stop it. We could stop it. We could. Together we could. Just got to get people back on the level, understanding everybody else is human. Once everybody's fully on board with that, and you can do what you want to do with your life, just don't, as long as it doesn't negatively affect other people. Those are just pretty much universal truths, right? And don't murder somebody, I mean, and don't diddle kids. I mean, they're pretty much easy universal truths. Why can't we just practice them, right? Let's stop worrying about what other people have and focus on what we have, as I try to get more money from the billionaires. But they do need to pay more. But we do need to focus on what we have also. So it's both things. So I caught myself there, but it's both things. It is both things, you know. All right. Gary's definitely from Memphis. Do you actually know him? How old was he, man? Is he dead? Jesus Christ, dude. You're coming on here talking about Gary, and you're Gary, and then you're being real mysterious about him. Is he dead? Do I look like a dead guy? Come on, man.
It just feels like the last few years it comes down to.
I don't want to look like a dead guy.
It's hot at the end of the year. You know, we saw today.
Gary. What's his last name, man? Come on. Well, I guess you can't give that. I guess you can't give that. Gary Tard. Gary Tard. He looks. You mother. I'm done. Look, man, I'm too high for this shit, you trolls. Y'all are going to get me tonight, man. Y'all are going to get me, and you're going to feel guilty about it because you're getting a nice guy. Stop it. Quit fucking with me, man. I'm too high for this shit. You got me on the last one. Okay? Stop. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassing myself. Oh, God. Gary Tard. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think morality will prevail. Thank you, man. Me too, buddy. Me too. If people would treat each other the way they want to be treated, it would be a better world. Preach it. Say it louder to the people in the back. Yes, lack of empathy is the world's biggest flaw and issue. Couldn't agree more there, man. Couldn't agree more. See, why do people, I don't know, man, people, they just think that in order for me to have empathy for somebody, it's going to cost me a lot of money. You know what I mean? We have that mentality. People are like, oh, I have my own kids. I have my own problems. You know what I mean? So it's so much easier not to have empathy for other people. I have my own kids, my own family. But I'm telling you, man, it's not always about money. It's not, man. It's just about letting these fucking people be sometimes. Helping them in little situations. You can help out with a smile. A simple smile or a gesture to somebody else during the day, but could have a massive effect on someone. You know what I mean? It really could. It really could. So it doesn't take money necessarily. Let's stop focusing on what other people have and don't have. Let's not focus on money. Let's focus on being a better human. Trying to put yourself in someone else's shoes. That's the main thing. You know, I know that's people say that all the time, and that's impossible to do. But try. Just try. All right. Zany, what speak? We're the soda. You know what? I almost started talking to you again, dude. Dude, when you were asking me about Gary, I almost started talking to you again. That's how much this gummy's fucked me up, okay? God, I should end this right now, but I'm not going to do it. All right. We are one solar flare away from Lord of the fucking Flies. Yeah. Thanks a lot, guys. I'm over here trying to enjoy this buzz. Jesus Christ. I'm kidding. I think of interesting ways the world could collapse every day. You know, I don't think there's a normal person out there who doesn't, right? You hadn't thought about that. You don't think about all the ways we could fucking die, even ways that aren't even the zombie apocalypse. You know, that's never going to happen. Yet over the last decade or so, some people are starting to think, you know what? Maybe that could happen. I don't. I mean, it's nuts, dude. It's nuts. Whatever way I go, I want the shit to be fast. You know what I mean? I want a quick exit. Quick exit. Oh, God. Is that selfish? I think it is a little bit. All right, man, we got these fuckers, fuck-ass portals into each other's lives where we can beam into each other to talk. Life is fucking crazy. Heck, even right now, I'm talking to someone who could be 500 miles away. I know, man, and that's awesome. It's awesome. Because I was really breaking it down, you know, about how social media, we're just using it in all the fucking wrong ways, dude. We're just so fucking blah 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 blah. You know, why? Why? Be your fucking self and let's talk on a human level. You know, if we have to talk about dogs, if we have to talk about fishing, if we have to talk about music, before we talk about that politics, it's going to make the talk a little bit different. Okay? Because you're not just looking at me as a stupid liberal dim or whatever, and I'm not just looking at you as a dumbass red hat worm. Okay? And if one of those was harsher than the other, I did not mean that. Okay? That's what I'm saying. It's you got to stop that shit. Got to stop it. This is the way you use social media right here, brother. So Zany, you brought up a good point, man. Hopefully this little social experiment works. I know other people have done it and they talk about themselves every day. I want to talk about you guys too. You know, I want to take you on adventures, but I actually want to respond to. Well, it's easy to say. If I ever get up to 5,000, and thank you for fucking subbing. All you people over last week that have subbed means everything to me, man. You're giving me a piece of your time. Okay, time is the most important thing we have. So for whatever reason you wanna spend even a little bit of it with me, from my heart, fucking love it, man. It means everything. Okay, it means everything. So thank you. Okay, this world's a prison planet. The cycle of tyranny to liberation will never end. My God, man. Oh, you know, they say that when you start to figure things out in your life and you become more aware and you become enlightened on certain things, that it's a lot more difficult to be a happy person. Being curious and wanting to expand your mind is a beautiful thing, but it does have consequences. You know, you're going to see beautiful things, but you're going to see a lot of fucking awful things too, you know. Yeah, and it just continues. The cycle, the pattern continues, unless we figure out a way to stop it. I have a pretty good first step, but we don't want to talk too much about that right now. I think Nightshade would probably know what I'm talking about. I mean, it's all rooted in greed. It's all, when you get down to it, it's rooted in greed. And is that just a natural thing that's inside us? We want to be competitive. We want to have the most. And where's the other side of that? You know, because we have to have that other side too. Because if I had a fucking lot, and this is going to sound like a bullshit lie, but I'm telling you God's honest truth. This is real, okay? If I had a lot and I saw somebody who didn't have a lot or didn't have maybe what I had, and they were looking at what I had. This happens to me a lot. I would give that money up to that person. There's absolutely no doubt in my life that I would do that. I know I would. I do it with food every day. I do it with stuff. I just be out and just because it feels fucking good, man. It feels good. This is not me preaching to you, okay? If you don't do these things, that's fine, man. Maybe one day you will, maybe one day you won't. I'm not saying I'm a better person than you because of it. I'm just letting you know how it makes me feel, okay? It makes me feel wonderful, when I help another person in whatever way I can. And most of the way it doesn't have anything to do with money. It has to do with somebody not having something, and I have it but I don't want it, or it's too much for me. That's when I'll be like, hey, you have this, or oh, this. Sometimes you just see a look on their face. I'll have something that I'll just use reselling as an example. Okay, if I have something that's very valuable that I found when I was picking at because I resell. I know a lot of you guys don't know because we've been talking a long time, and a lot of you are probably different. But if I'm reselling and I find a high value item, okay, and I know it's high value, and the other resellers are probably going to come around and they're going to talk about it, and they're, oh man, I'd love to have that. Some of them might even offer me some money right there on the spot for it. Okay, that's happened. But sometimes I'm already spending the money in my head. It might not be a lot of money. You know what I mean? It could be a $50 profit on something, or I'm going to make $60 on this, or $100, whatever. But I've had it where you can just see it in someone else's face that they're passionate about it, because resellers have certain things we're good at. I have a Lego guy, there's a Lego guy, there's a Pokemon guy, there's 2 or 3 vintage guys, and generally it works like that. But they'll be the first to tell you that I'll give my shit up. If somebody, if I can tell they love that item and they want that item, and it's not about them taking that item from me and reselling it, but they just really, you can tell it lights their face up or whatever, and it needs to be with them, of course, give it right to them, okay? And that's just, it's giving into the karma thing, okay? But that's not why you do it. You just do it because it feels good to do. That person has joy on their face. They're like, okay, cool, I get to take this home, and, it's trash to everybody else, but to this person, it's like fucking gold. Okay, so those are little things, little examples of things that you can, anybody can do during the day. You don't have to do the exact same thing or the way I do it or anything like that. You can just be talking or smiling to somebody, waving to somebody, anything to get you out of this phone, looking up at people, okay, when you're out in public. That's it. God damn, I'm preachy like a motherfucker when I get high. And I start cussing more too. Does that? Liver Cheese gets a little buzz, he starts cussing. I don't know why I do that shit. Okay, you gotta take the good with the bad. I'm gonna read down. Where's everyone at? South Dakota here. Wisconsin. South Dakota, Wisconsin. I didn't mean anything by it. What are your thoughts on 3-Eye Atlas? You talking to me? You're talking to me? That thing just messed me up, Tammy. The scientists they had something that they wanted people to know about, and so they put it out there. I think that the way it was put out there, a lot of media grabbed it and made it sound like it was, could be something a lot bigger than it actually was. And I think people actually, that intrigues the hell out of them. It didn't scare me at all. If it was an alien ship coming this way, I'm just like, okay, let's go. Where are we going? Because I don't think they're coming to kill us. And I think they could probably easily kill us if they wanted to. Some of their technology. It's just a personal opinion. But so yeah, I would read these stories, and then I would read a real story, and it would just kind of tamp down the story. It just kind of like, well, yeah, it could be something, but it's likely this, or and I was just kind of like, come on, man, I just want something glorious to happen, you know. I want to see that fucking thing. I want it to be them. I don't know how many other people felt like that, but I fucking did, man. I wanted it so bad to be aliens. I was like, please let there be aliens on that son of a bitch. And it has nothing to do with our world and planet or politics. Maybe a little bit, but more to do with just fascination of what they would look like and how they would talk and everything else. And where they would take us, or it looked like Santa from old claymation Rudolph Elf Dentist movie. Cool. Oh yeah, you're talking about Burl Ives. Burl Ives, yeah. Well, that's not Santa. That's Oh, I look like Santa. I thought I looked like the snowman. I thought you meant the snowman. Looks like Yo Daddy Rick. Hey Tammy, you know it sucks because I can't see you guys. You know that, right? I would really love to be able to see who I'm talking to. It's not very fun. Let's see. He's the dude. I don't think I have any relatives there, but I do in Colorado. Nice. Oh, love me some gummies. Yeah. He just keeps on talking about my fucking gummies. Okay. Hey, they're the very strong ones. All right. Let's see. The dude. What's up? What's up? Bezos doesn't make. I've seen some zombies. Bezos doesn't make billions. Amazon, the company, makes billions. People are giving up basically. I hope not. I hope that's not true. Any thoughts on Three Eye Atlas? That's what I just talked about. Uncle Ted. No, not Uncle Ted. Founders caught so hard. Caught so hard in this country, and their offspring are going to let it go. Critical. Wang Dang, sweet putang, brother. All right, Ted. It's easy to say things and writing them. It's easy to say things and writing them in person. Yeah, if I could see you guys, or if I could hear you guys, it drives me crazy that I can't hear you guys. It really sucks. I wish I could, but I guess if the guys that have 500K subs and a million subs, it would be very difficult for them to do those types of chats. They would take loans on their loans, and they will never have to pay for it all until the end of the days. It's how billionaires effectively avoid taxes. Yes. Smart man. Very, very smart man over here. It's great about Gen X mind control experiments from the 50s and 60s. Didn't work on us. I know what you mean. Guys. All right. What time is it? It's 10. I'm gonna have to get out of here, guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Let's do it again. I'm gonna start trying to do these videos at least every couple of days or so. Maybe I'll get to a scheduled time. Maybe we'll get to that place. But I'll keep you updated, okay, guys? Thank you for coming in and hanging out with me. If you're a new sub, or if you just came in here and cussed me out, I appreciate all of you. Love you. Continue to talk to each other, and have a great rest of your night. Love you.